This is the Seth and Colby Show.
What's up, everybody? How you doing out there? I don't think we're that loud, but I also have no idea.
Are we still ghosted?
What's that mean?
Like there's a echo that was happening when I was watching it when you turned.
There's no way. I don't understand how there could be an echo, but with that said, I also don't understand how the Go XLR works at all, why it changes from day to day, why it came into my house and killed my wife. I have no ideas about any of these things that the Go XLR does, but I do know that whoever made this hunk of junk, what's their name? TC Helicon, they just decided to stop caring that this thing exists. Like 2 years ago, they made it
wild because, like, I feel like it's pretty. Yeah. It was popular.
Streamers bought 1 trillion of them, and then they're like, "All right,
that's enough.
That's good.
Yep,
we have made our money. Bye." I don't know why they did it, but they did it. So hey, we sound good. We don't care really, to be honest, about the people who are watching live.
Suckers.
We already got your eyeballs and your ear balls. You can't escape. You can try to run, you can try to hide, but I have all of your addresses. And your parents' addresses.
And your Amazon checkout cards.
And your credit cards. And your saliva. I bought 23andMe. I own all of your DNA.
You ever done 23andMe?
I haven't. I almost did it over Black Friday because it was really cheap, you know. And I don't know who my biological father is, so I was like, this could be interesting, you know. Just maybe I'm black.
So I never did 23andMe, but there was like 3 years probably when I got off my parents' health insurance, and me getting health insurance, where like I was mentally fucked, and I was like, maybe I have low testosterone. So I found a separate company online that sent me a blood collection thing.
Blood or saliva?
Blood.
Oh.
I pricked my finger.
Okay. All right.
So they have my DNA somewhere.
They have your blood?
Yeah. But
I don't think you're supposed to be sending people your blood, man.
Yeah, it turns out everything was fine.
Okay.
So if there's a clone of me walking around somewhere, you know how it happened.
Did it feel like a legitimate test? Is there a possibility that they just conned you into sending them your blood and then sent you back a bogus "you look great" result?
It's quite possible.
Okay.
But, I mean, I have subsequently gotten blood work done at a doctor's office.
Okay.
Also fine.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
If they were conning me, they got lucky with nothing being wrong.
They got lucky, because if they lied to you, you would have to remember who they are.
I would burn their house
and
down.
You would find them.
I have all their records, their credit cards, their addresses.
That house of vampires who are stealing blood.
Yeah, I got an X69 clone of me
That'd be
somewhere
sick.
in the world.
That'd be sick. But hey, everybody, welcome. This is the Seth and Colby Show. I'm Seth. He's Colby. We're two best friends. We've been doing this show for way too long, and if you're here, you've already made a grave mistake. Good to see you all in the chat-arena. We have a big show lined up for you today.
Do we?
Yes.
Didn't sound confident.
It's big.
In terms of, like, content?
Size.
Physical size, or
just size, man.
He's talking about you and me just
give me some
being
blood,
large,
and then I'll tell you.
All right.
We haven't done a high effort show in a while.
High effort.
I mean, you can argue.
When have we?
Well, I think the Rolling Rock episode. We probably did some high effort. I think Bash came in, then we did one high effort episode after Bash was here, and then we've been kind of phoning it in over February.
Okay, sure.
Because the reality is, the show effort kind of lives and dies with me.
Yep.
So as much effort as I put in, that is the amount of effort that's given.
Hey, I bought mullets.
With the occasional time where Colby shines, like when he makes new images. So
merch.
He did make new merch. Look at that.
There's my giant face of my own face on the body with my face on it.
Yeah. I wore our own.
I don't feel weird about this at all.
You shouldn't. I wore merch out to the dog bar for trivia on Monday, and it felt weird to wear my own merch.
Yeah, it's the words.
People do it all the time, though. Like, wear their own merch, you know?
That's me. When you go to introduce somebody?
Well, we did that. We went up to the bar, and he's like, what tab? And I'm like, it's under Seth, then Colby, and we're like, it's written.
Oh, shit.
Right here.
I didn't even notice
You know? But I don't know. It's, I still feel strange wearing my own merch, but I probably just need to get over it.
Well, if we can just compliment the merch really quick, like it's pretty, like you figuring out the choke on
it looks good.
Looks fucking great.
It does look good.
The shirt quality is peak.
I'm changing that, but yeah.
3 imprints on this fucking thing. Wild.
Is there 3? Oh, there are 3. That's true because I did the inner collar. Yeah, it's a real shirt. I'm actually changing the merch to that next level that you really liked.
Good.
Yeah, I'm changing.
I like it. Now I got to make better merch.
I just ordered a size run of that, and we'll try some stuff out.
Yeah, like merch, the only critique that I have of that one that I got was like the length is longer than I would like it to be, but it's not like ridiculously
Well, we're
long.
gonna find
But I think that's also better because I think a lot of people complain. I'm a short guy. So, like, a lot of people complain that the shirts don't go down far enough.
Well, it's very trendy right now. Boxy and lengthy, and these are very trendy shirts. They're heavyweight. They feel good. This is a heavyweight shirt. I kind of like it. It covers up my rolls a little better. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. My nips don't poke through at all.
100%.
I love
100%. You can get all the merch, by the way, at SethandColby.com/merch. Pretty easy.
I wore an old go-to shirt that I had made last night.
Yeah.
And it was like 75 degrees when we left the house.
Okay, it is hot.
To like 62.
Yeah,
and I was in shorts and a t-shirt. I was starting to get cold, and so I venture off my way to the bathroom, and I look in the mirror, and my nips are just wham,
yeah, full attention,
full mast, just like look here.
Yeah.
Heavyweights won't do that, so buy our merch.
That's true. Well, they might. If it's really cold, your nips might be too powerful.
No,
but then it'd feel good.
The one that I tried to fucking deep dive research for that shirt, that one is thinner than the next level.
Oh,
that one
sure.
would show through.
For
but
sure.
the next level is pretty good.
This shirt that I'm about to switch to, the only difference really besides the weight, between the shirt you're wearing and that one is, this one is completely made in the USA, out of USA cotton, where the other one is probably made in Honduras or
perfect
something.
Wet dream.
But who cares, really? I mean, no one buys anything because it's made in the USA. No one cares.
No.
Like, I didn't pick that shirt because it was made in the USA. I picked it because it's a nice shirt.
Right.
I think
a lot of people think that that's a selling point, but in reality, I really don't think it is.
No, really don't care. You know, look at this.
What the fuck?
I added sounds.
Hey!
Yeah, see, Sly threw a nickel at us. Thank you. Thank you, Sly.
Sweet.
Thank you for that money. We really appreciate it.
Nickel, man. I heard that one ting-a-ling. If somebody tier 3 subs, is it a lot of nickels?
No. There are different sounds for bits, for subs, for tier 2 and tier 3 subs. Each one of those has a unique sound, and then there's a unique sound for $10 in bits, and then 25 plus in bits.
Oh damn!
So if anyone wants to test them out, you can do that. If not, that's also fine. But they are sounds, and yeah, if you give a biddy, it makes a different noise. It's not coins falling onto concrete. It's coins falling onto wood.
You just go to some random sound library.
Yeah, I downloaded Logic on my new Mac.
Coin.
And it was just in there.
Oh, okay,
it was just literally coins on concrete.
Not pirated, right?
No, I got it legitimately through the Apple Store. Yep. Can we talk about this beer?
Yeah.
Okay. So beer. I tweeted about this, or zeeted, whatever you call it, posted about it on X, Blue Sky,
I X'd it.
and Threads. Quick Trip, which is a local-ish regional gas station. I think everyone in their region has a gas station that's you know, Sheetz is one, Wawa's one, Quick Trip's one.
Buc-ee's.
Well, Buc-ee's is like the ultimate, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's still regional.
Exactly. So Quick Trip has a beer now that they announced, and Quick Trip is based in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they were only selling it in Oklahoma. And there was part of me that thought about driving to Oklahoma just to get this beer. But I'm like, Seth, be patient. They'll bring it here, okay? They know we live here.
Right, yeah,
and we will drink
specifically.
They will be like, they'll sell it. So this 6-pack was $10, which is, I think, a pretty good price for gas station beer.
Yeah.
Because gas station beer is more expensive. Like, not beer made by a gas station, but like buying beer at a gas station is generally more expensive than a liquor store.
Right. Well, that's...
Just go with me. Let's just go.
I don't think that's right.
This is Quittin time.
I could buy a 12 or 16 pack of Miller for like $14 at Quick Trip.
You're ruining it, man.
Okay. Well, anyways, this is it's cheap gas beer.
This is Quick Trip's
Quittin time, QT.
Quittin time premium beer. It is 4.3 alcohol by volume. It does not say if it is an IPA or an ale. I'm just going to take a guess that it is a Pilsner, probably a light beer.
Are we concerned that it's expired?
It can't be expired. It just came out.
Do you think that's just when it was canned?
Yeah, March 3rd, 2025 has got to be the can date. It's got to be. Literally, this is a month and a half old. They announced it.
Sure.
I'm very certain. Let me try it first, just to be sure, because I don't care. Everything gets better with age. Women, wine, beer, cheese.
Why would they stamp the made date rather than the expiration date? That was wood.
Did you hear that?
That was
Did you hear
wood.
that? Thank you, Sly, for the 10 cheers. And yes, Wolfie, of course, boobs. Send pictures every day so I can compare.
How long were they in your car? Because they
$10.
were
I can get it.
as shit.
I literally got them on the way here. They must have just been really cold.
Oh my god, why do they smell like shit?
I'm going to be honest. I really like this.
Why do they
JC
smell like shit?
in England can get an 18 case of Stella Artois for 12 pounds.
Smell the top of the can and tell me that don't smell like shit.
It don't smell great.
What is that?
I'm going to be honest, though. This beer's really good. It's kind of got like a chocolatey, like the malt in it is really malty. Like...
This, you know those fucking water bottle air ups where they have the smell and it makes the water taste different?
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Don't breathe in.
You can't do that when you drink.
Just don't breathe in. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm just tasting what's on. I think it's something on the can.
Well, try a different can. Mine doesn't smell that bad.
Dude, mine is rough.
I'm going to be honest. This is one of the best beers I've ever had.
No. I can give you that most
I really like
beers
this.
most beers that taste like this are way more hoppy. And this one is not. This is like chocolate milk beer.
You know, maybe it's because I haven't had a beer in a while.
Oh yeah, I totally went to the dog park without you last night.
That's okay. I was with Aaron.
Okay.
Anyway. I thought you were going to say you had a beer on Monday. Like, to me.
Well, you did.
Yeah. I thought you weren't going to let me get away with I haven't had a beer in a while.
Well, I would say that if I did not literally have a beer last night. So
Yeah, but me having a beer doesn't have anything to do with you having beers.
Yeah, but I also feel like I haven't had a beer in a while, and I had a beer last night.
That's because, for once, this beer's great.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I actually really
it.
like this
Yeah.
beer. Thank you, Sly, for gifting that sub to Dragon. Appreciate it. F those ads,
You're
bro.
telling me that one was concrete?
F those. Look, I didn't make the Foley.
Sure.
Yeah, they work. They work.
Yep.
Woo! That was a good one. That's a good beer. Okay, I am way more hype on this beer than Colby is. And honestly, that's shocking because Colby's favorite restaurant is Quick Trip.
I don't like Quick Trip.
You used to go to Quick Trip all
I
the
used
time.
to. I haven't gotten food from there in months. The last food I got from there was an Italian sub, and that was probably 5 months ago. And then before that, I could not tell you. I did used to fuck their breakfast pizza up, though.
Dude.
That shit is so good.
Quick Trip's great. Quick Trip's great.
And then when you order, like, I get the ready-made ones because I'm lazy and don't think ahead.
Right.
But when you order from one of their actual kitchens, their Italian sub is, like, actually really fucking good.
I mean, I've had their ranch, turkey bacon ranch. Mm-hmm. Super good.
See, and then this is why I don't think I have as big of, like, a draw to go to Buc-ee's. Because I'm like, I know it's not the same thing, but it's pretty damn good for a gas station. So like,
I don't think you're considering the cartoon beaver at all in your...
I don't want the... I look at that thing. It's got a dick on its face, dude.
Your only sane benefits to me.
It's cheek dick. Its cheek is a dick.
I don't know what the
It's
problem
a
is.
dumb-looking beaver. It's not
Imagine
good.
if you could Eiffel Tower with just one person. That's what you're telling me. It's not really an Eiffel Tower. It's more like a bridge. Because you could be on its actual dick and then mouth on upper dick. I don't know why you're struggling to understand this concept.
I'm just trying to think of what number combination that would be. Like 69.
Well, what is this shape?
That's a 0.
Well, then you can zero with him. I don't know.
This is so fucking dumb.
Yeah. I have... Okay, so... I've been listening and watching to. See you later, JC. I've been listening and watching to other podcasts to do competitive research.
You mean bussies? I can't whistle.
Buses?
And do you like going to them buses? Buses?
And I think one of the things that separates our podcast from...
What is this? Why is this here? Oh, you already crushed one?
Yeah, I drank that immediately.
Jesus Christ, all right.
Yeah. One of the things that separates our podcast from other people's podcasts. One, they're less funny than us.
Yep.
So that's a big one.
Because we talk about buses.
That's right. 2, they make money. And we don't.
Fair.
Okay. I mean, outside of Sly, who's being very generous tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't make a ton of money. People don't use our Amazon. Okay. People, I don't think, are buying that much poggers from us.
I used it the other day.
What, Amazon?
Yep.
Thank you, man.
I think I used it on my 3D printer.
And thank yourself, too. Yeah. Also, so I have a sponsor here who we get 20% every time someone buys something, okay? But this is a serious ad. It's not a funny one.
Oh, shit.
So do you want me to read it?
I do, actually.
Or do you want to read it?
No.
Because I don't know if you're capable of taking it seriously. The problem I have here with reading a serious ad is that if I'm reading the ad, what are you doing? While I'm over here being serious.
I'm going to be commenting on you and making it funny and dumb.
I think that me being serious is so uncomfortable that you won't be able to handle it.
Do I have this ad?
Yeah. It's for Medieval Heckle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you love chaos, yelling at your friends, and questionable medieval combat tactics, then you need to check out Medieval Heckle. It's a fast-paced, interrupt-heavy card game where the goal is to win battles, stack penalties on your enemies, and claw your way to the throne. Or, more realistically, get completely wrecked and end up as a serf. Great job so far. Here's how it works.
Dicks! That's all I got.
Here's how it works.
I'm not creative.
You start with 7 cards. The play moves clockwise, and you match suits.
10 cards?
7.
17?
7 cards. First one,
no cards.
I thought maybe I said 10 on accident, and I'm like, oh no, I already blew it. You match stuff. Here's the fun part. Nobody's waiting their turn. You can lunge, make someone draw 2. Flunge, which is a great word, to make them draw 4. Parry, the filthy casual to block attacks. And if you time it right, you can melee and jump in and out of a turn just to make things extra spicy. And don't forget, if you're down to 1 card, you better yell heckle or suffer the consequences. This game is like Uno, but if Uno had more betrayal, more shouting, and more medieval sword fights. Best part,
Heckle!
you can grab it right now at playheckle.com/can'tstop. Use the promo code can'tstop at checkout. That's can't stop. You guys know how to spell it. Because it's going to cause absolute chaos at game night. And you should be a part of it. I nailed the camera.
You did.
That was great. All right, anyway, so go do that. Okay? So we make money. Thank you. All right, on to the show. What do we want to talk about?
I thought this was a big show, man. What do you mean, what do I want to talk about?
You texted me earlier, and you're like, I got so much stuff.
I never did that. Ever.
No.
I don't text you.
Okay. Well, here's what I got, okay?
I bought a 3D printer.
You did? We could talk about that?
It's probably here on my doorstep getting stolen right now.
Do you want to go up and look? Is it killing you?
Let me look. It's one of the ones that delivered. Yeah, delivered.
Where's Mari?
It says delivered. She's upstairs somewhere.
She can't get it?
I don't know.
Why don't you
didn't get a notification of my doorbell, so that's concerning.
Why don't you just go up and get it, bring it down, open it up? Let's look at it.
Well, because it's going to be like in pieces and stuff.
Oh, is it? I don't know how things work.
That was from 3:30. What the fuck is happening?
That can't be.
God, I hate cameras.
There was nothing on your porch.
Dude, you showed up after 3:30.
That is true.
And dinged, and it called me, yet it doesn't have a clip of you showing the fuck up?
That's really sad because I flip off that camera the entire time I'm waiting for you to open the door. Every time for literal years, I'm just in there, and then he's not even seeing those videos. I'm just doing it for actually no one. You know, that's kind of sad. Colby's really excited about his 3D printer, Chad. He is really, really excited for this thing. It's all he's been talking about. Wolfie, don't tell me what to do. like, I have prep on here. Like, he ran a sub 10-minute mile. Like, we could talk about that because what's wrong with him, okay? And, like, I went to Kansas City last weekend, you know? And all he cares about is that 3D printer. Here he comes. You can hear from the grunts. He's coming.
Oh, my God, that's way bigger than I expected.
Well, that's good. That means, like, the bigger the printer, the bigger the prints. Oh, my God. You were... I didn't expect it to be that long.
It's fucking heavy.
Yeah, look at that bad boy on there, dude. Oh, my God.
What?
That is gorgeous.
What?
This is
if
beautiful.
It came with filament because I bought extra filament. I'm gonna be so fucking.
Well, it's probably gonna come with starter filament. You know, like a printer comes with starter ink, but it's not real.
I doubt it, right?
I don't. It's a box in a box.
So I can't just pull it the fuck out. God damn it! What is happening? Get out the box.
Okay, the box that the 3D printer is in is less big. That's a cat house right there, dude. Yep. That's a prime cat house. Yep. If you open that box and then inside is another box, I'm gonna die. Just boxes and boxes, and then inside's the world's smallest 3D printer. I see foam. I see foam. I see foam. It's coming. You all right? All right. That's thin foam. Okay. All right. I just see an instruction manual and what appears to be a dongle of some kind.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like what you load the print files onto.
Okay.
Why the fuck is it so heavy?
What do you mean? It's a printer. It's supposed to be heavy. What's it supposed to?
It was just plastic.
Okay, we got core. Oh, look at that chassis in there, bro.
Chassis, man.
That looks good.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I wouldn't get it out from there. It looks like a 3D printer, Chad. It's got a rectangle and then like two cross beams so it can move all around. It looks sick. Colby's gonna make me so much stuff with that. I saw a 3D printed Rolk from Destiny the other day, and like I'm definitely sending him that one. I'm gonna make him 3D print me and Aaron so many replica weapons. It's gonna be great. All right, we're gonna print replicas of all of our genitals and mail them out.
Dick molds, we could do that. Would you buy that, chat?
I just made myself laugh so hard I unplugged my headphones. Oh my god. Okay, stupid.
I could make us stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. You know, like...
It's like the bare bones of a 3D printer. Like, it's just like it's an Ender 3. It's like a very common model.
Okay.
Like, probably 7 years old, I
How
would
big
say.
can you make things?
I don't know.
Okay, well, that probably would be literally one of the only two questions I would ask when buying a 3D printer.
Yeah,
how big can I print and how long does it take? Those are literally, that's it.
I didn't think of that.
So what made you buy this one?
Well, because I know Ender 3 is like one of the most
So you just know it's...
common and intro friendly.
Why didn't you get the Ender 4?
I don't know if they have that. And it was also probably like $700.
Okay.
This was like $180.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cheap as hell.
Yep.
I mean, we're broke, though.
Because other models that were listed when I searched 3D printer had a 600 millisecond print speed. This one only has 250.
Dragon, you're exactly right. I'm glad that you knew what that was, and yes, correct. Coomer statues just all day, for sure, you know. And Sly's right, you print them in pieces and you can put them together. Like bigger things.
Yeah.
Fat Man just moved the box. She was surprised that it moved and then ran away scared.
Yep.
Okay.
It is 8.5 by 8.5 by 9.5.
That's pretty big, right?
Mm-hmm. It's not huge, but...
I mean, that's big enough for most women, I would say. It's pretty big, I would say.
It could print a very accurately sized dildo, yeah.
We could print 3 of them stacked on top, actually, you know, for me at least. But anyway, this thing still works. Look at that.
Hey, man, clip.
It's just doing the intro, but
Wow.
I forgot that thing worked. I forgot we had that because it just like took a time. Apparently this saved GG bot thing, this save.gg is like made by like 3 college students. And like I like accidentally stumbled upon something that's brand new. So I think they literally ran out of bandwidth.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah.
That tends to hold back new tech startups, yeah.
Yeah, it sure does, especially when AI is not cheap.
Yep.
But they added emojis to that. Look at that. They literally put a hamburger and the world and a laughing crying emoji.
Holy shit.
That sums up that
That
first
is the
part of our
intro,
episode
yeah.
right there. Right there. But all right, man. Well, I'm happy for you. How long is it going to take you to get that up and running? Like if I leave here 8 o'clock tonight,
Yeah.
will it be set up by 10 o'clock?
Fuck no.
Tomorrow? 10 o'clock?
No.
Saturday? All day Saturday?
So when you 3D print, from what I know, it causes fumes
Okay.
that are unhealthy.
Yeah.
So
Put it down here.
I gotta.
This can be the unhealth zone. This is where we destroy our livers, destroy our
animals
lungs.
come too, man. I don't
Dude,
wanna
your
ruin
animals
them.
are destroying themselves with cholesterol constantly anyway. Okay? I think breathing in toxic fumes is the least of Anna's
I
problems.
mean, I do just vape in the house all the time. to
She
where I
also
feel that-
is just being loomed over by the god of diabetes.
Yeah.
So I think that it's all
Can
right.
cats get diabetes?
100% that if they can, Anna probably has diabetes. But I don't know. I print all day at work, breathing in them fumes.
And the fumes was based.
It's fine.
Bad.
It's fine.
I can't read.
It's fine.
Well, yeah, okay. So my thing is, this weekend, I'm going to try to build a box for it and then figure out a way to ventilate it out of my office window. Because this is how they do it if you have it inside.
There's no way.
What do you mean?
There's just put it in your goddamn office.
That's what I'm going to do.
You don't need to build all this shit.
I'm going to build it, yeah.
These things have been sold 1 trillion times. 1 trillion times. Thousands and thousands and thousands of fat-ass Seths out there have bought this thing and put it next to their PC. And it works just fine. No ventilation.
Yeah, but
Quit
then
being
they're
a
also
worry
getting
wart.
cancer, man. That's how it
Quit
is.
being a worry wart. You ain't gonna live long
My
enough
thought
to
was
get
to put it
cancer.
in the garage.
And if you do, you're gonna beg for cancer when the AI overlords are tearing down the house.
I mean, I'm literally smoking
Yeah.
this, so...
So yeah, just who cares? Okay?
no,
What's
I'm
up,
gonna build a
Monster?
box.
Thank you for that sub, by the way. Appreciate that, man.
It's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
All right. So
My hope would be to print something Sunday. That's my hope.
I'm gonna do over/under on Dalton's wedding if you'll have it up and running by then.
Really.
Yeah.
That's setting the bar pretty low, man. Setting the bar pretty low.
I mean, it doesn't count if you don't build the extra shit. Like, if you just start building it and you're like, this is too much work, and then you just set it up, bet no.
No.
But if you have to build all this stuff and you're committed to building all this stuff, over/under middle of June. I'd take the over. For sure. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to go over the steps in my head of how I want to build the box.
Yeah,
Because
see,
I already know
it's
how to
because
build
you
the
haven't thought
box.
about it. Yeah.
I
You're
have.
going to have to cut a hole in your home.
No.
What do you mean, no? Where are you going to vent it?
The window?
So you're just going to have a window open at all times?
Like a little, enough for a tube.
So you got to cut a hole in your window?
I have a mini fan that I'm going to plug in. I'm going to cut a hole in the back of the box to send that fan blow into a tube, flexible tube, that I will then move and position in a piece of wood with a hole in it with a mesh on it outside my window. And then I'll make it small enough that the window locks.
You know you're going to have a fan pushing air into that fan, right? You have to have negative pressure in order for things to filter.
Nope. Didn't know that.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, in that
know?
fact, like, I could just have an intake slot then, right? Because then the fumes wouldn't go out the top. They will just go with the fan direction.
You're not sucking anything, like, I think is the major. Like, you have to have two fans because one has to suck and one has to blow.
No, because the one fan sucks and blows, and then if I have an intake vent in the top, it will intake the air into the box, do its thing.
I don't know. Well, how's it intaking?
Exhale,
Intaking is an action.
exhaust.
Having a hole doesn't mean intake.
Yeah.
It just means there's a hole.
But that's where air can come in. If the box is completely sealed, I get your point.
Okay.
But if there's a hole in it, then it will intake the air from the room it is in. You know, the air that we're breathing right now, go into the box, out the fan, out the
But
hole in the
you're not
in the window.
considering that the fumes that are on this side of the box, away from the pole of the fan, can seep out of the hole.
It's gonna be like this big a box.
I'm just saying, man, if you're worried about
tiny
fumes,
fan
your
will
fume
be
box
enough.
needs two fans. You need a suck and you need a blow.
Well, then I need to find another small fan.
I'm sure you can get one on Amazon. Middle of June, no chance. That's all I'm saying.
That's rough, man.
How's your running going, man? Tell Chad about your accomplishments.
I ran all this week up until today because I didn't sleep worth a damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of... Menace would probably know how ventilation works. Menace, if you want to clear out a room, let's say of marijuana smoke, you need more than just one fan, right? Like you need something to suck and something to blow.
You do know how a fan works, right?
Yeah. You're sucking clean air.
Sucks in the back.
Sucking clean air.
And blows it that way.
Venting bad air.
I think you know that your argument is dumb.
I don't think I do.
Not
Look at
accurate,
computers.
But you're just going to die on this hill?
There's outtakes. See? Menace, fan in the window to suck out, fan by the door to block it. The fan by the door blows. The fan by the window sucks.
Well, fan by the door isn't necessary if the printer's in a box.
But you said you're going to have another hole.
Hole for intake. Ergo in box.
But it's not
out fan, out window.
It's non-moving air. The air doesn't just go into the hole because hole exists.
It will when you provide enough negative pressure, like you were saying, from the fan blowing out.
I don't think that
works. It will pull air in. That's how fans work.
I think you need a
Pulls air in, shoots air out. It's one thing. It does the one thing.
That would only work if the hole is underneath. Maybe.
Underneath? So you're telling me the power of the fan blowing out wouldn't overcome just air going up?
That's what we're all saying.
Because I'm thinking a small hole in a decent medium-sized box, I don't think it'll provide enough intake and not allow the flow of air up to be stronger than the fan out.
I just realized that I don't care anymore.
Well, that's because you don't know, and your arguments and your thinking about this is dumb.
I don't know enough about stars to dispute it, but I know that I'm right. I just don't know how I'm right. Like, I know that you need gasoline in your car, but I can't explain to you why. I just know you need it, and I know you need negative air pressure in order for ventilation.
Gas comes into the fuel lines, into the piston, shoots out, sparks with the spark plug, and then air gets intake too, which pushes the piston down.
The combustion.
Which then is on a fucking turn coil thing, which pushes the piston back up, exhales the air, goes out, and then that happens, like
that is technically true, but you forgot the fuel pump at the very beginning, so.
Yeah, you're right. I did.
Yeah. Idiot. All right, well, I guess you don't care about your running. You really care about
what do you mean? You came back to the fucking printer thing.
I think you did that.
I think you did this.
I was just proud of you.
I said I didn't run today. I ran Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday, and I did a mile every day, and then on Wednesday, I got a sub 10-minute mile.
That's pretty good, man.
And that's pretty fucking good for me.
So you're just running a mile.
Yeah.
And you're just doing it faster.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's pretty good, man.
My goal would be to do a mile a day because it seems like a good number.
Okay.
And then the better and longer I can actually run the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm aiming for. Until I can get a full mile running nonstop without dying.
What's your goal
distance.
time you think for that?
I don't know. I don't know what that would be. If I look at my pace on the Apple Watch.
St. Cold. Why'd you shake your head like that, man? That was funny.
What?
I liked that one a lot. He got me with that one. Colby just didn't like it because I liked it. That was the problem.
Where's the more shit,
Can
dude?
this take longer?
Shut the fuck up.
Chat, everybody. Grandpa's using his phone.
Yep. All right. So you can see the pace right there.
Okay, yeah.
So if you take out all the low parts and make those fast parts.
Were you running real fast at the end to get under 10 minutes? Or did you not pay attention?
I think the last two bumps there at the end, I was like purposefully going faster than I normally do.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. When I was running every day on the treadmill before cardio stopped helping me lose weight, I was doing a full half-mile run, and then I would switch to a jog. And then I'd do a full, like, half-mile jog, and then switch back, and then do quarters. So I'd run half a mile, walk half a mile. And
run? What's the speed on your treadmill when you're running?
I think I was at 6 miles an hour.
All right. And then what's your jog?
4.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't call it a jog, though. 4's like... that's my walk.
It's like a bouncy speed walk.
Yeah, it's more walking. But then I would alternate those two for every quarter mile. Mm. Also, I was at 8 elevation every time.
That's rough.
Elevation, I feel, is easier for me than actually running. But I'm also carrying around 250 pounds of fat. You know, it's a little harder for me to run.
I'm pretty sure there are studies on just like walking at three or four.
Yeah.
And on a steep incline is about the exact same calorie exhale as running.
Yeah. I did. I do Apple Fitness every morning. And I have weights at home, and I have a gym mat, and I do that every morning. And this new lady started at Apple Fitness, and I did her strength, and I died. She killed me, and she's evil. You know?
I don't like Apple Fitness because they kind of half-ass it. They do it just enough, but they don't do it with simple things.
What are you talking about?
There was a time where I was doing yoga through Apple Fitness.
Okay, well that's
on
not
the regular
workout,
basis.
Okay, yeah.
Let me tell you what's a workout and what's not.
Okay.
There was one lady that I think generally she was a lower impact. It's more for stretching. It's not working out. Mm-hmm. And I was doing her a lot. But then I ran out of her newer ones, so I was like, oh, let me try this guy.
Yeah.
And he fucked me.
Wasn't that guy with the ponytail, was it?
It might be. I don't know.
The guy with the ponytail is also Satan.
But yeah, he fucked me. It was not stretch yoga. It was workout yoga.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I tore my fucking groin muscle.
Yeah, every fitness instructor is different for sure. They do,
but they need to have a rating level. They have time.
They do have time,
but they don't have a rating level.
Well, they have people. Well, I don't know if they do it for yoga, but for strength and core and the stuff that you do at home with weights, which is what I'm doing. They have a jabroni in the back who does the easy version. So, for example,
yeah, they do that with yoga.
I'm doing planks where you lay on the ground and you have your weights and you do a push up basically on your weights and then you lift one weight, put it down, and the person in the back is doing that, but they're on their knees.
Right.
It makes it easy. Or they use
I get that, but give me a fucking 2 out of 5, 5 out of 5,
just don't do
intensity.
It all. You can also just stop it when you get...
Well, no, that's not the point of Apple Fitness. The point is to follow the thing. If you follow the thing for the entire time, it's a good workout. They purposely planned it for this amount of time.
I don't know, man, because Sly's right. If you go to the gym and you sign up for a class, it could be too much for you, so you just do less. And no one cares. It's the same thing with Apple Fitness. If it's too much for you, just don't do it as much.
Yeah, but I don't like to quit. So when I started that hard-ass yoga,
I get that.
I was I'm going to do it.
Well, and they're also positive, too. Mm-hmm. They're like, you got this. You feel the burn, and your heart's about to explode out of your chest, and you're looking at the Vitruvian man who's perfectly sculpted in every way, and he's just like, this is difficult.
I think they really focused on, the well-produced videos.
Oh, they look great.
Having people that actually know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And then the integration of the ecosystem, which is why I loved it.
Oh, it's so cool.
On the phone, on the watch, with watching the TV.
It pops up to you could really feel your heart rate pumping, and it'll literally show my heart rate in there.
That's cool as shit. But then they just forgot the really basic shit of just giving it a rating level.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that would hurt anything, but they did. I don't know if your watch does this, but when you're done working out, does it ask you an effort? Mm. So they added that. And I think that at some point they've got to integrate that in because everyone's effort's different.
Because that's going to be an AI
what's
thing.
hard for you is easy for me, or vice versa. You know what I mean? So if I rate that effort with that witch,
I bet that's
an 8.
Yeah.
Then a year from now is going to be this witch was an 8 for him, so this guy's probably a 6 for him. And then for you, it could be a 4 because you're better than me. You get what I mean?
Yep. No,
that would be cool.
I get you. Yeah, I did not notice that was a thing until I started to do this running nonsense.
Well, they only added that in the last couple months.
Yeah, I thought it was newer.
Yeah.
So let's see. Monday, I ran a mile in 12 minutes and 10 seconds.
Look at you.
And that was all out. That's what I rated that one. Because that one I was dying.
Running's, dude, if your lungs feel like you're breathing fiberglass, you have to take a shit sometimes in the middle of it, and that just makes it worse. Like, I get it, man. Running's awful. I don't know why anyone likes running. I like the idea of running.
Yeah, and I'm not, running. Like, it's faster.
10-minute miles running.
I think it's faster than a jog.
Yeah, but 10-minute miles
I start off jogging, and then once my legs get warmed up, then that's when I start to take bigger strides. But, yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday, I put hard, not all out, because I was out of breath by the time I got done.
Yeah.
But the recovery was so much faster.
Do you come back in and take your shirt off, and you're all sweaty, and you look in the mirror and, run your fingers through your hair?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Turn on the ceiling fan and sit and die for a while, but yeah.
Yeah. It's too bad she's not here for that. That probably was the hottest you could be, right?
Yep.
Glistening.
Yep. I've noticed my abs are starting to come back. I got the top ones back.
Hell yeah, man.
But the bottom ones are still covered.
You doing anything with your diet, or you just...
I just don't eat a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably got to stop drinking the beer.
Yeah, that would do it.
Beer's so good. Mm-hmm.
This week's been rough.
Like beer-wise? Yeah. Well, yeah, you went to the bar twice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this week's going to be rough for me if it makes you feel better, because Saturday I'm going to Sedgwick, and I'm going to drink a lot. I also drank a lot on Monday.
I also drank a lot on Monday, and I drank a lot last night.
Yeah, I didn't drink any last night, but I'm drinking 3 beers today. I'm buying 6-packs, okay?
Yep, that's a smart thing.
Because we can't go hard if we only have 3.
Nope.
It's the whole idea. We rein it in. A respectful drunk.
I do think, though, that because I'm moving more now, hangovers aren't as bad as they were when I wasn't moving.
All right. Okay.
Because, I feel like I drank... If I had 5 beers, which I think I had Monday...
Okay.
And possibly last night...
Okay.
If I had 5 beers before I started running, the next day would be rough.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I drank, 3 or 4 at the dog bar once, and then came in Tuesday, and you saw me, and I was fucking dead.
Your body just has different... It just goes through different stages, too.
I can definitely... I can't see it in normal life, my lungs being better.
Okay.
But I can see it when I'm running, because, I do my block 3 times.
Right.
And my block is about 0.35 of a mile.
Okay.
And so at the end of doing it 3 times, it's a mile and a tenth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You ever see some shit when you're out running? Anything interesting?
No.
Okay. You ever looking at people's
there
houses?
was this one guy. Okay, so right when I started my run yesterday.
Yeah.
I went this way. There was a man walking this way. And so I pass him on my first lap. And I come back around and I pass him again.
Yeah.
And then he turns the corner and then I pass him a third time.
You say on your left?
Who the fuck is this guy? No, I should have, though.
You should have said
that
on
would
your
have
left,
been fucking hilarious.
You think you would have got it?
Well, he was looking dead at me. He's going the other way. So, I'm not... If I was coming up behind someone, I might. On your left.
You should have reversed and on your left him.
On your right.
If you saw him walking, you need to... Whenever you see someone walking coming out your driveway, you got to go the opposite way so you can on your left him.
Ooh, I haven't done that yet.
Gone the opposite way?
No, I haven't done that.
That's going to be like a whole different world.
Oh, my God. How did I not think that I could
I don't know. That seems really basic. Probably should have thought of that.
I should probably do that because, on the turns, it would affect my hips different.
Sure.
If you take the same
I understand
turns,
it. I just don't feel like that. I don't feel like...
Those are the most sketchy parts when I'm running.
When you turn?
When I take a turn, I'm just like, oh, there goes the hip.
I don't know if I could make a comment on it because I only run on treadmills. I don't really think about turning on a dime. Because when I go to the park and run,
it's not a wide turn because it's a rectangle, so it's just a real quick 1-2 step.
Even when I go to the park and run, it's still really gradual turns. Yeah, I don't know if
it's
I've ever just done a dime turn.
I'm not concerned, but I do think about it every time I come to a corner.
You should do a cool jump. You should get there and jump and
that would absolutely break my knees.
Sick though, dude. It'd look really cool.
This is the one concern I do have about running is my knees.
Yeah, people say it's bad for your knees. I don't know.
Bad knees.
I don't know.
And I'm pretty sure I don't know how to run.
I do think that you're supposed to learn how to run.
Because you're supposed to land on your toe,
correct.
right?
You're supposed to run correct.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
Makes a big difference.
I feel like I look like a dinosaur.
You also have to worry about the mirror, your spine. Your spine is supposed to be level with your knees, and then you're supposed to pump like at intervals that are consistent with your stride.
I do the arm swing.
Breathe appropriately as well.
I have noticed that when I was starting, one thing I did change, which might have made the last 2 runs easier, is you told me, like I told you, I suck at breathing. I'm all chest breathing.
Breathing's
no
important.
diaphragm.
Yeah.
So I've been really trying to think of breathing with my diaphragm, but then when I started to do that, I realized my shoulders dropped.
Yeah.
And so I think I was way too tight up here.
Yeah. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
It makes a difference, yeah. Because it does, I mean, it helps with muscle soreness and all that stuff. When you're looser, it's way better, yeah. Also, do you ever just, like, sometimes wish you didn't have eyes to read chat?
No, what?
The most recent message.
Got wide box running shoes, got to spread them toes.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
You got to spread them toes, man.
I don't like that. I don't like spread them toes.
I don't.
I don't think I like the word spread.
Spread them.
I don't think I like that. I think that's my moist.
Is it?
I don't like the word spread.
Spread them cheeks.
Yeah, that I'm okay with. But there's other types of spread not so okay with.
Spread your boobs?
Yeah, I'm not sure about
Spread that skin, boy.
Jesus. What does that even mean? Anyway. Mari, don't you lean into this or I'll start saying panty. Okay? Don't need this. I went to Kansas City last weekend.
Oh, yeah?
I just shopped.
Yeah, did you go to Comic-Con without us, you fucking bitch?
I really thought about texting you on Friday because Cameron went to Comic-Con. And I wanted to be like, hey, man, just so you know, Comic-Con not that good this year. Because Cameron told me that.
Yeah, you should have had him text you a photo of, like, the entrance, and then you send it to me.
Yeah.
I would have lost my shit.
Well, I didn't want to deceive you untruthfully. Like, because I heard that Comic-Con was bad this year. So if I text you and said, hey, man, Comic-Con's bad this year, technically, that doesn't say that I went. That is not saying to you, I'm there and I know it's bad. It's just saying that it's bad.
Yeah.
But you would think I'm there.
Yep.
And then I went. And then I'm like, I don't really want to torture you. I want to torture her. But, like, I'm not going to text because we're not that, like, I'm close enough to you to torture you, but not close enough to her to torture her.
Well, the only way you get that close is by doing it,
I don't think you get close to torturing people by torturing them.
Yeah, because you just intro torch.
Just a little bit, just a little nudge.
Then you just ramp it up over time.
I should have just taken a picture with John Barenthal.
That's how relationships work, man.
All right, see you later, Sly. Thank you for the subs and the gifted subs.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You the best.
You the best.
You the best.
Is it quitting time or is it starting time for you?
She says leaving work. So that means quitting time. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good on you. Glad the day's over.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But anyway, I just shopped. I would say that you saw everything on my Instagram, but you don't have Instagram, so you didn't see anything.
Did not.
But yeah, the only real thing of note is that I made a 15-point turn in the middle of Kansas City. So you ever been to Crown Center in Kansas City? It's not going to matter what you say, yes or no. Just say yes. Okay. So at Crown Center, because I have to describe it to our audience who doesn't live here.
Right, yeah, I don't know where you're talking about.
So in Crown Center, it's downtown Kansas City. And I've been there, but I was there when I was a teenager.
Is it like by Power and Light?
Kinda. It's by the Union Station. Okay.
Okay, so more west.
It's downtown, but adjacent to downtown.
Yeah. Well, you have to drive past it into downtown.
Correct.
Yeah. Right.
So, Luke, my brother, apparently there's an ice cream place called Sheridan's. You ever heard of this? Apparently there used to be one here in Wichita, but it closed for whatever reason, and it had the best ice cream. My brother was all boned up for it. And there's a Sheridan's in Crown Center.
I would say Luke does look like he likes ice cream.
Yeah, he's a man who enjoys a good cone. You know what I mean? And I didn't know enough about Crown Center to know that in Crown Center meant that it's inside a building. So Crown Center is apparently a shopping center that you park at a parking garage and walk into, and then everything inside is available.
Okay.
So Sheridan's is like in a food court, so to speak, inside Crown Center. So we drive, I'm following this map. It's late at night. Okay, we went to Tanner's and had some beers, watched March Madness, had some chicken wings. It was great.
Sounds good.
Wanted to get some ice cream afterwards. I wasn't going to have any because I would poo, but everyone else wanted some ice cream. And following Google Maps, I look to the left, and there it is inside a glass enclosed building. And I'm like, okay, are we going in? They're like, yeah, let's go. We don't care. And I'm like, all right. So I pull into the parking garage. Now, the parking garage is a 2-lane road, one out, one in the middle of Crown Center. So on this side is a fully concrete building, and on this side is a fully concrete building.
Okay.
I pull up to the parking garage, big bar, $7 for 30 minutes of parking.
Jesus.
That was what all of us in the car said. And so we're like, my mom's like, I'm not paying for that. Forget it. Okay. And so I'm just like, all right, I'm going to back her up, Terry, and I put her in reverse. Cat in the box. It's incredible.
Just went right in.
Just right into the box, loving it in there.
Oh, man.
You should put like a fake snake or something in there next time.
Just put tinfoil. They don't like tinfoil.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Because she didn't look at all before she jumped in there.
Man, I want to do that so bad, not to interrupt your story, but like, okay, so it really scares them to where they can almost have heart attacks from how scared they get. But like cucumbers and tinfoil fuck with cats. Yeah, they think it's a snake.
Okay.
And they just jump.
He's just in there scratching violently.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm at the crossbar at this parking garage.
In, out, wall.
Correct.
Okay.
So I just put it in reverse. Mm-hmm. And I'm backing up. No one behind me. It's late at night. No one behind me. My brother, who has car anxiety, starts freaking out because I'm close to the wall. Okay. Because literally this area is enough for 2 cars and 2 cars only. Mm-hmm. Like, it is not big. So like, I'm this close to the wall, but that's by design. Okay. Like,
yeah.
If you're over, I'm also this close to the other lane. Like, there's only this much space. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to pull out, put it in drive, and turn. I grossly underestimate the amount of space that I have to turn around. And I'm
so confused. What do you mean? So you got an in and an out, right. Wall. What's behind the in and out?
The main road.
And so you can't just go out on the main road?
Well, so here's the main road. Here's the parking garage. Okay? In, out. And then like here is the main road. All right? Like this. So we come driving, I don't think anyone on camera can see this. We come driving down this road. Make a right off the main road into the parking garage road.
Okay.
I am now going this way in the parking garage road. Can't move. All right? Mm-hmm. The only way out is to completely do a U-ey or to back straight out onto the main road. I start backing out on the main road, and they're freaking out because they think I'm going to hit the wall, even though I'm going in a straight line.
Right.
Okay? So I'm like, all right, all you nervous Nellies, I'll just turn around. Mm-hmm. Well, I grossly underestimate the amount of space I have to turn, and I turn, and I'm immediately facing the opposite wall. And now I'm stuck. Mm-hmm. I am not looking, I'm blocking both lanes of traffic.
Okay.
And the only way to get out of this is to do the Austin Powers 15-point turn, where I'm like, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, and then you leave. And that was in the middle of Kansas City.
But it was late at night. I'm assuming there wasn't like...
There was no one behind me, but the parking attendant did start walking towards our car. I said, do not make eye contact with him. Do not look at him. Back it up. Back up. Go forward. Back up. Go forward. Back up. Go forward. Probably 8 or 9 times I did this.
That's funny.
Yeah. But that was really the only exciting thing we did.
I have to do that every once in a while, getting my bike out of my driveway.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's enough space in my backyard to where when I pull it in from having it out, it's facing my garage.
Okay.
To where I can back it up a little bit, go over towards my AC, back it up enough to where I can then turn and go out the gate.
Okay.
Sometimes Mari's scooter is there, the trash can's out, some weird shit. I got a box back there or something.
In the driveway.
Trash. Anna.
Because she takes up the whole road.
To where I have to just 2 feet scooch it backwards.
Yeah.
Out the gate.
Yeah.
And then trying to turn in that little.
Yeah, your little driveway.
My very little driveway.
Yeah, your driveway is about the width of one lane of this parking garage.
That, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to do and it's worse on a motorcycle because you have to
you're waddling, the whole time.
There is no reverse.
Yeah. But yeah, that was Kansas City. We shopped, saw a cool Barnes and Noble. We went there specifically to find some F1 gear at stores that they don't have here in Wichita, like Abercrombie, for example.
Yeah.
Not a single F1 gear. A single one. Yeah. New clip: Can cats get diabetes? Maybe Seth does. Is the bot roasting me, saying that I have diabetes?
We never said you. We never said anything about you.
It just scanned the video and it's like, this guy is diabetes.
Like, oh my God. Savage. Goddamn. Fucking roasted,
I'm nice
son.
to AI too, because I want it to spare me when it takes over.
Remember.
It will. ChatGPT will remember me.
It won't care.
It will remember me.
It don't got feelings.
ChatGPT will remember me. It will. It'll scan this podcast to be like, he's an ally. Let him live. You know?
I specifically want AI to murder me, so fuck it.
I don't think, no, because they'll do it in a terrible way. I don't think it's going to be like The Matrix where they just gun you down. I think it's going to be like they're going to peel your skin from your body to study you, you know?
Okay, this is a tangent. Did we talk about on this show? Are you the one who told me that The Matrix is an allegory for, or it's is allegory the right word?
Like a story that represents a message? Yeah, okay. It is an allegory. I knew this, but I thought this was common knowledge. I feel like we have talked about that, and to be totally honest, I think you told me.
I heard that.
Yeah, I think you told me. This is like from 2018. This is back when Keanu's other Matrix movie came out.
Well, I apparently forgot it in between 2018 and recently.
That'll happen. That was like 7 years ago.
I heard that from somewhere, and I'm just like...
Makes perfect sense, right? Yeah.
It does.
And one of them is trans.
They're both trans.
Oh, they both are now?
I thought they both were.
Oh, I don't know. I know
because I thought it was weird. I was like, what are the chances?
Didn't they go from Larry to Lena? It's like Larry Wachowski to Lena Wachowski.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other one.
I thought both of them did.
Minna said thoughts about the Studio Ghibli AI. So I actually have this on our prep. So you tell me what you think. Okay? So this is going all around the internet. Have you seen this at all? ChatGPT came out with a V4 of their image updater. Mm-hmm. And now you can feed it images and ask it to give it a different style. So people are just going crazy, putting different images, iconic images, and they're coming out.
Oh, God damn it. Hawk made it.
As Studio Ghibli.
There's so many better memes.
I mean, these are all just ones that I picked off my Twitter timeline. You know, we got Rick Astley, we got the Hawk Tuah, we got the couple, we got the lady who breakdances, we got Hillary in a kitchen looking confused. You know, we got Donald Trump being shot at. You know, that iconic photo.
These are good.
We got this one.
Holy shit.
Of the two towers. We got this one. You know. And then you can also turn people into Muppets, for example.
Oh my God. This is really good from a distance, man. I can't see details.
It's good up close.
From here.
We're also recreating movie scenes. So, like, The Dark Knight. You know, this one here of Darth Vader looks great, you know? You know, Al Pacino and Scarface, The Godfather, Fellowship of the Ring. Like, look at how good that looks, man.
That's wild.
Looks really good. Harry Potter, Pulp Fiction. You know?
That's impressive.
This guy took the entire Lord of the Rings trailer, and he said he spent $250 in King credits, 9 hours re-editing the Fellowship trailer to bring that to life. I'll show you how I did it. So here is the trailer.
Should not have been forgotten or lost. But the Ring of Power has a will of its own.
Evil is stirring in Mordor. The ring has awoken. Sauron needs only...
I mean, this looks incredible.
...for all the lands of darkness.
What must I do?
Okay, hold on, pause.
The ring must be...
I need to know how he did this, because... because this is going to mean, like, make or break for the AI, in my opinion.
Okay.
So there's one way that I can think of doing it, which is he exports every single frame of the trailer into an image, uploads that image to the AI, and then the AI spits out the exact same response just for the changes of the image. Like the hair doesn't change, the eyes don't change. Like it's a consistent image across the frames. That's insanity. Because people have been trying to recreate that for a minute. And if it can do that, that's kind of fucking wild.
My process was screenshot all 102 shots in the trailer, remix them Ghibli style in OpenAI, animate in King AI, and Luma Labs AI, re-edit in sync with the trailer. In Sora, I use prompts like recreate this in the style of Studio Ghibli, intricately detailed, make sure the composition, colors, and vibe are similar. The scene pictured shows black cloaked figures and black horses ride away from a massive wave of water riverbed.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about, though? Because you could have one frame and the next frame. Yeah, the consistency is amazing.
I didn't have time to lip sync them, so in King and Luma, I just used prompts like a man yells fearful, a woman talks concerned, brows furrowed. I used about half King and half Luma. When one didn't work how I wanted to, I used the other. So it looks like he used stills and then animated those stills into a working video, which is why it comes out looking so consistent. So like this scene, this scene is one image that he then animated.
They're coming. They will find the ring and kill the one who carries it. You have my sword.
My bow.
And my axe.
You carry the fate of us all, little one.
This task was appointed to you, and if you do not find a way,
fucking goddamn.
Let us hope that our presence may go.
If this wasn't quick cuts, I don't think it would work as good. Like, you could see what you would call, like, puppet warping and stuff, but
like that troll?
a year from now?
That run there?
2 years from now?
Shall not pass!
You will face evil.
The best soundtracks of all time, by the way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Even the smallest person can change the course of the future.
I'm glad you're with me.
I forgot that this is the trailer. Jesus Christ, that was way too good.
I mean, again, not a full movie. It is just a trailer. But that makes Royal Rim look like trash, right? A little, like...
What?
The Royal Rim, the Resultant Rohirrim AI movie?
Well, I don't know about that, but... I mean, yeah, basically every single kind of motion that was involved in that trailer is about the extent that anime do it.
Right.
For the most of their scenes.
Agreed.
Until they have like a big motion where they spend time animating that motion.
Well, isn't that like I don't watch this show, but Invincible just had their latest season. And that's the biggest complaint I read online about Invincible is that the animation's ass. Because it's mostly still frames with moving mouths, except for very limited moments. And I'm like, that's all anime to me. Like,
that is all anime.
That's what all anime looks like to me.
I don't know. I haven't watched the newest season to comment on it, but I think Invincible. It had its first season. I watched.
My son's watching it. He says it's good.
You remember have you seen it?
I know. No. But I know the memes.
The train scene.
I don't know the train scene. I might know the train scene. What happens in the train scene?
All right. Spoiler for Invincible. Yeah. So his dad is like Superman.
Yeah. What's his name?
Omni-Man.
That's him. Yeah.
And he
Bryan
turns,
Cranston?
No,
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
He turns evil. Mm-hmm. Because he was sent here on a different mission other than to protect humanity. It was to, like, I don't know, bolster their thing until other Viltrumites came and fucked up Earth or something. I don't remember.
Okay.
But anyway, so he was just buying his time being good as a cover, and then he got the go-ahead, and then he became, like, Russian asset. I'm going to kill everybody. Like, he snaps. Humans are insects to him.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Got it.
But he had a kid with a human, and he's half Viltrumite. So he's trying to get his son on his side, but his son's more human than him. So they're fighting, and they're trying to, like, philosophical debate each other.
Yeah.
About what life
That's
matters.
where the think what it takes to mimic a fraction of our power.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
While also physically fighting each other.
Right.
And so there's one scene where he just, like, grabs his son's head, throws him underground into like a subway.
Okay.
And then he's like, these people mean nothing to me. Grabs a sun head, puts it up, train comes.
Oh, I have
literally
seen this.
just runs through the entire fucking train and just blood.
And everyone's just
everywhere.
exploding, and they do that in the newest season too, because like the new guy shows up at the end, another bad guy who's worse than Omni-Man, and he like takes him on a beach, and he just flies down the beach, and everyone is dead. There's just like blood and carcasses, and, you know.
I should watch that show. I liked it.
I mean, apparently it's good. You know, it's the last episode, the one that I just told you about. They also kill his girlfriend or whatever in that show, and I saw a lot of that because a lot of, you know, just like a lot of shock value. But apparently it's the second highest rated episode of television, right behind Ozymandias from Breaking Bad. You know what I mean?
What?
So, you know,
It's a 3D printer.
you could have just ignored her like I did. I was a professional. You know, he just
looks
can't keep
super
his eyes
confused.
off you. You know.
I mean, it has a picture of it on the box.
Well, now you're just being rude to her.
I am. I'm sorry.
Okay. You know? Yeah. Unbelievable.
Anyway, yeah, that's most anime.
Yeah, and you know, I think
Like,
that's
that is the entirety of
well, and
free
I think that's part of anime is because it's based off manga, which is
it's
frame
drawings.
by
and
frame.
most all, like, actually traditional Japanese anime is hand animated. Where
Right.
they are drawing it. You can't just do it in Blender.
Right. And most animated movies from before computers, they hired scrubs to animate the frames in between. Like you would have main animator man do like frame 1, 15, 30.
Yeah.
And then the scrubs would do all the
anime
in-between
movie's
frames.
2 hours. An anime season is fucking 20 episodes, hundreds
And then
of
there's
episodes.
thousands
One Piece
of
is
seasons.
insane.
Yes, too many of them. And none of them are good.
No, I'm telling you, that I've watched a decent chunk of Free Rent
Okay.
because of Dalton.
He tells
Big
me you
D.
love it, by the way.
I don't.
He told me that you
I
told him
started
you
to
liked
get into it,
Yeah.
but the first 10 episodes were rough.
it. Yeah.
And all that show is
Don't they only have like 30, though?
yeah, there's
so
not
a
a
third
whole
of the
lot.
show is
yeah,
bad.
a third of it's pretty bad.
Okay. Got it.
That whole first few episodes is just walking and talking, walking and
I don't
talking,
mind that.
walking and talking. The animation.
Is it interesting
It's so basic.
walking and talking? Or is it about, a ghost who gobbled off some guy's dong?
So it's definitely not Dan to Dan.
Okay.
It's not that.
It's dotted on.
Dotted
But,
on.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Okay.
It does take itself seriously. It's a serious anime.
Okay.
But according to Dalton,
Some would say that getting your dong stolen is pretty serious.
most animes that deal with demons, like
Does this
fighting.
show deal with demons?
Oh yeah, yeah. Every single one does. Just get used to that if we're talking about anime.
Okay.
But okay, so most shows have a big bag demon king kind of character.
I need a checklist of like, if you want me to watch your anime, how many episodes is it? If it's under this number, checkbox number 1. Does it have demons?
Right. No.
We need to figure out like 5 things. We don't need to go crazy because I don't want to be unfair.
Yeah.
But it should be like less than 50 episodes, okay? No demons, no children that are sexualized, okay? No internal monologues with heavy breathing. It shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, Demon King or whatever you were saying.
Most shows have a demon king, and that's like their season finale is fighting the demon king and beating it.
Okay.
This show starts off with them already have beaten the demon king, and then just kind of like that scene in Lord of the Rings where they all get back after throwing the ring in the fire.
Yeah, and they're just all happy.
And it's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
Frodo's literally like, I don't want to live anymore
Well, there's
because it's
also,
so boring.
5 fade outs in that scene for
Yeah.
no reason. Yeah.
That's the whole beginning of the show.
Okay.
Is they beat the guy, they went their separate ways, it's a party.
So you're seeing the culmination of their journey, but you have no actual
Nope.
context to their journey?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm assuming you get that further into the show.
I mean, that's an interesting choice, but it seems...
That's why he liked this one so much, is what he told me. One of the reasons was because it didn't do the tropey thing.
Well, it's character study. It's more of a character study. I could get into that if it's done well.
It's not.
But there's a demon. And they're going to show that demon at some point.
Oh, there's plenty of demons. Yeah,
I
they
just
fight.
don't care. Why do they got to fight? All the time.
Demons are
You know
evil.
what Breaking Bad never does? Fight a demon.
Yeah.
And it seems to be an okay show.
Yeah.
The craziest thing that happens in that show is that a chicken restaurant magnate blows up. There's no demons. There's no giant skeletal men coming from the moon. There's no witches gobbling off people's dongs. Anime is bad.
Anime's not great. I am watching a new show, though. Started it today.
What's it called?
Paradise.
Okay.
That's with Sterling K. Brown.
Is it on Apple TV?
It's on Hulu. It's a Hulu original.
I feel like I have seen the.
I think he won something at the Grammys. Or
I like Sterling K. Brown.
Emmys?
Emmys, yeah. Golden Globes.
I think he won something for Emmys for this.
Well, I like Sterling K. Brown. He's a good guy.
So you want to hear what the first episode is?
James Marsden in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm spoiling the first episode.
There's a demon.
There is.
No, there's not. You can't be against animes with demons and then watch a TV show with demons.
No demons in this.
Okay, all right.
All right, so Sterling K. Brown.
He's fighting his inner demons.
Kind of.
Okay.
He is a Secret Service agent on the president's detail. James Marsden plays the president.
Okay, I like this. All right. Like this already. Sounds great.
It opens up and James Marsden's dead.
All right. This is such a better pitch than a bunch of animated children killed a demon 10 minutes ago. Let's watch them be happy.
So, Sterling K. Brown, it was during the night shift. He wasn't working. So he comes in the next morning.
Not his fault, man.
And they're like, he's been in his room all night. He went in there pretty late and he hadn't gotten up yet. And so he goes in there and he's dead. And then instead of reporting it immediately, he takes 30 minutes to look around because he knows, he's too close to it. They're going to get him off. They might suspect him.
Yeah, and if it's an inside job, he needs to know what's going on.
So he starts investigating and all this shit.
Mission failed.
There's a bunch. Mission failed. We'll get him next time, boys.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a lot of flashbacks in the show. So then it goes to a flashback of him meeting the president for the first time, how he gets the detail.
Does he wear a cowboy hat?
All this shit. James Marsden?
Yeah.
No.
That's too bad.
Yeah, no.
I feel like he'd be a great cowboy hat wearer.
According to his political party, he's a Southern progressive.
And he doesn't wear a cowboy hat?
Nope. He does got a little bit of Southern charm, though, I'll tell you that much.
Do you think Southern progressives can wear cowboy hat? Like, if you put a cowboy hat on, you an instant Republican?
Absolutely would, yeah.
You don't think?
I think Gavin Newsom's wearing.
I don't know who that is.
That's the governor of California.
He's not a Southern progressive.
No, but I guarantee he's worn a cowboy hat before.
But he's in California. Don't count.
You know he just interviewed Steve Bannon?
The governor of California? Isn't Steve Bannon that fat idiot?
Gavin Newsom, the very Democratic governor of California, interviewed Steve Bannon, the writer for
Breitbart.
Was it Breitbart?
I think so.
Yeah, and the guy who stole money from the Build the Wall Fund.
Like on a podcast?
Yeah, he had him on a podcast.
Why does he have a podcast?
No idea. Don't know.
I have so many questions.
Yeah, it's a weird time. Anyways.
Yeah, anyway, okay.
All right. James Marsden's dead. Sterling K. Brown's looking around, finding stuff. Then there's flashbacks of how they met, blah, blah, blah. There's something weird going on.
Yeah.
Something weird's afoot, right? There's this lady that you don't really know, but she seems powerful because she's got Marsden's ear in the flashback.
Does she wear a pantsuit?
Yeah, she wears a pantsuit.
Holy shit, yeah.
And so you learn that this lady is rich as shit. She is this universe's Elon Musk. She is just in the government, fucking around shit with money.
She's a woman.
Anywho,
unrealistic.
So I don't really know how to talk about it more, but there's a big twist at the end of the episode.
Okay. This is all the first episode.
This is all the first episode.
Okay.
Because everything seems pretty normal right now. We're talking about president being murdered, Secret Service might be in on it. It's a mystery.
Sure.
There's no DNA. What happened? Is it the billionaire? And then the end of the episode,
demon.
The camera just starts to it's like an overhead shot of him running or something, and then it starts to pan up and goes over the town and then zooms into the sky, and you just see this weird black line across the sky.
Oh.
They're in a Truman Show-like bunker. A city-sized bunker that can house 25,000 people.
Okay.
Because the end of the world happened.
Oh.
A natural disaster. It's president murder thriller mystery and post-apocalyptic weird
I'm into that.
Civilization.
It's like the Simpsons movie meets Silo.
Kind of, yeah. Silo, yes. What? Simpsons movie?
Remember the Simpsons movie? They put Springfield in a dome?
So, did not remember that.
We went and saw that in theaters, man, because of Spider-Pig. That worked on us. You don't remember that?
I do remember Spider-Pig. No, Spider-Pig was...
That's a Simpsons movie.
Family Guy.
No, that is Homer Simpson.
Is it?
100%. From the Simpsons movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of when Peter Griffin, it was a really early episode of Family Guy where he's crawling on like a clothesline. He's like,
Yeah, see, I don't remember that one. 2007. That was before our
Here
show.
comes Peter on a clothesline, but his name's not Peter, it is Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Yeah, 2007. That is a long time
Anyways,
ago.
yeah.
That's interesting. How many episodes have you made it?
4, I think.
Do they ever start talking about the post-apocalypse? Like, how many mysteries do they leave mysterious?
Oh, a lot of mysteries.
Is it in an annoying way, or is it in a good way?
It's like in a good way, but it annoys me because now I'm like, I need to keep watching it.
Is it based off a book, or is it original? You have any idea?
I don't know.
I do like Sterling K. Brown.
He's really good in it.
So James Marsden's still in it a lot, right?
Yeah, there's a
of
whole lot of flashbacks.
And
Because
I like
it's
James
telling
Marsden
the mystery of why they're there.
Yeah, he's putting the pieces together. Yeah.
So
That's pretty cool.
I would recommend it. I was at the dog place last night because a friend's friend was having an adoption event or something.
Oh,
she
yeah,
just
I saw
texted
that,
all of us that she was going out there, and I'm like, all right, oh yeah, I'll go. So we go, and so I'm talking to just in general to the group.
Okay.
And I'm like, fucking, there's not anything good anymore to watch.
Yeah.
And then I turn to this
White
guy that I don't really know, but I kind of know, and I'm like, what are you watching right now? You watching anything? He's like, dude, Hulu, Paradise.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I'll try it.
What about The White Lotus? You watched that yet?
I hate that fucking show.
Dude, Walton
I hate
Goggins, dude.
I hate him.
You don't either. You don't mean what you say.
I hate him.
You don't hate Walton Goggins.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
He was the main reason I stopped watching Fallout.
You're such a liar.
No, I don't like it.
Why don't you like Walton Goggins
now?
now?
I don't like when people are like I liked them before they were big, and now they're big.
He's been big forever. What do
He's
you
not
mean?
been
He was in
big
Tarantino
forever.
movies. He was
This was
in
before
90
that.
episodes of The Shield.
Okay, that's true.
Justified.
Justified is where I found him.
Tarantino. That was after Justified.
That was after Justified.
So you stopped liking him because he found success? People recognized his talent, charm, and handsome ability.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't like him anymore?
I don't like how. Okay, this is the difference. All right,
Okay.
because he's good, right?
He's great.
And he knows he's good,
Okay. What's wrong with that?
but he doesn't know what's not good.
What do you
To where
mean?
he'll just be in anything now. He's got a bad
disagree.
agent. He's like The Rock.
What's he in that's bad?
The Rock is good in chunks, but then you put him into fucking 10 bad movies. Now I hate watching the fucking Rock.
What's he been bad in?
Fallout's not great.
People love Fallout. It's universally
I don't like
praised.
his character in Fallout. He's missing a nose.
Well, it's because he's a ghoul.
I didn't like. I thought the VFX kind of looked like shit.
That's not his fault.
Yeah, but he's in a shitty project, so therefore it's shitty.
People love that show. It's nominated for like 11 Emmys. Jonathan Nolan makes it.
Yeah, it's
and
not.
Lisa Joy, the person who made The Last of Us.
I clearly don't get it because I don't know shit about Fallout.
Well, neither do I. But
I don't know shit
Okay, what
about
else has he been bad in? Just say The Hateful Eight, because that'd be hilarious.
No, I like him in Hateful Eight.
What about in Django?
Mm-hmm.
He consistently calls him Django, and that is hilarious.
The Django, he almost cuts his dick off.
He
It's pretty
does.
funny. I didn't really like him in Righteous Gemstones.
You don't like Uncle Baby Billy.
Like I did at first.
He's like the highlight of
but
that
then
show.
he's in it all the time.
No, he's not in it enough.
He's the same guy
Everyone's the same guy, bro.
every time.
You're telling me that Uncle Baby Billy is the same guy as the ghoul?
Yeah.
You are high as a kite.
No, he's got that, that.
I'm watching him in The White Lotus, and he could not, literally back to back. The White Lotus comes on, and then The Righteous Gemstones is right after it, and he's two different people. You crazy. You got oversaturated by the Goggins.
I got oversaturated by the Goggins.
The White
I did.
Lotus is excellent, and you should watch it.
I'm not going to watch it.
You should watch it. It's so
too
good.
slow. I don't
It
get
is
it.
slow.
I don't understand it.
Oh, it's so good.
Once I finish this, because I'm pretty sure there's only one season and there's not that many episodes of Paradise, I'm going to start Severance again. That's my plan.
Talk about slow. That's slow even for me, and I like The White Lotus.
I don't know. White Lotus is just like, I told you about my most hated movie ever. Identity Thief.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, you did.
I hate that movie.
Yeah, okay.
Because it's just Melissa McCarthy being purposefully shitty
Yeah, okay.
the entire movie.
Yeah.
That's White Lotus to me. It's just everyone in it is just kind of shitty, and I don't like anybody. Another reason why I didn't watch Succession either.
Succession is a lot of people are shitty.
Yeah, everybody's shitty.
Yeah, a lot of people are shitty in that show. The White Lotus has shitty people in it, but they're treated as shitty people. Like, it's the whole point. Like, except for
sometimes they're just shit, and they just continue to be shit.
It's life,
like
brother.
the fucking Plop or what Plop. Whatever the fucking kid's name. You remember when like 2 younger dudes were added to the office when they were struggling?
Oh, yeah, Plip and Plop or whatever. Yeah, okay, yeah.
He's in the first season.
He is.
I fucking hate him.
Everyone hates him.
I hate his face. I hate that he exists.
Yep.
He got through that season scot-fucking-free.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
And that's dumb.
Yeah, he did. But
I like to watch
the whole show
where people get their comeuppance.
That's why it's so good though, because that guy, every episode, every season is a different cast at a different White Lotus.
Yep.
There are some tertiary characters that come over, like the lady you hate. Yeah, her.
Oh no,
she's in season 1 and 2, but she's not in season 3, and she's not in. Is it season 3?
What season is Aubrey Plaza in?
2.
Okay, I started that one.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I finished season 1. I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure I did. Can't remember it because it was so bad that I blocked it the fuck out.
Let me spoil it. So anyone who is... I highly recommend The White Lotus. Highly recommend. And I also highly recommend you go in spoiler-free. So mute for 30 seconds if you don't want to be spoiled on The White Lotus. Okay? Starting now. Season 1... Jennifer Coolidge is a very wealthy woman, okay? And she runs into this bald guy named Greg, who just seems to be some elderly widower, okay? She also meets Belinda, who works at the hotel, and she wants to give Belinda a bunch of money to open a spa because Belinda's great to her, okay? There's also a murder mystery that happens. They make you think it's the fuck from The Office because he has a hateful face.
Sure.
Turns out it's not that guy, and he does get off scot-free. It's something else, but it's great, okay? The guy poops in that guy's suitcase. It's awesome. Literally, big turd right in his suitcase. Fantastic.
That's the main hotel guy?
Yeah, he's awesome, all right? Season 2 is in Italy. Jennifer Coolidge is in that show again, okay? She is there without bald husband.
Right.
They're now married. Okay.
She brought some chick with her.
Correct, her assistant. All right. She runs off halfway through the season and just gallivants around with some gays. Okay. You don't really know what's going on, but you know something's not right. And at the end of the series, she is murdered by the gays because it turns out the gays somehow know her husband. We don't know how. She finds a picture of him in the gays' house and she's like, "This is my husband," and he's like, "No, it ain't. This ain't your husband. You're crazy." They just gaslight her, and then they get her on a boat, and she kills all of the gays, and then trips and falls off the boat and dies. It's one of the funniest deaths in the history of deaths. Okay, that's the end of that season.
Sure.
Current season, okay, they're in Thailand. Belinda is a part of this season, the lady from the first season. Greg is also there, the bald guy, her husband. But he's going by Gary. No one knows who he is. He's just hiding out, living his life, being rich because he has all of Jennifer Coolidge's money. Belinda recognizes him as the guy that she was with, Googles it, realizes, hey, this is the guy who is wanted for questioning in the death of his wife and is on the run. So there's all that tension and mystery. And then there's also a whole other subplot with this family of a guy who's like indicted on crimes. But it's still in progress, so we don't really know what's going on. But we know that there is a mass shooting in this one because the season opens with the murders. You hear the gunshots or you see the body bags or whatever it is, and we know that there's a mass shooting that happens. And we don't know if it's like Greg killing Belinda or like if it's the FBI showing up for like the guy for his financial crimes or like if a goddamn Taiwanese monkey just gets a gun. We don't know. And that's the crazy part about the show.
Okay.
The mystery is excellent, and the character study is excellent.
I got a theory.
Okay.
And this is all off base because I am not seeing enough.
I don't know how you can have a theory about a show you've never seen, but let's hear this.
Let's hear it. All right. The thing that throws me is that it seems kind of just like directionless. It's just like...
It is.
A series of events.
Yeah.
They don't really tie together.
Yeah.
It's just clips of some people.
It's a character study.
Kind of.
It is a week and a half out of a life of a group of several groups of people.
Sure.
One of those people is involved somehow in a death or murder or something. That is the overarching mystery, but the majority of it is just how are these characters reacting to the situation.
My theory is that, like how Jennifer Coolidge's character came from season 1 into season 2.
Yeah.
Plot's still going for her dead character, but
because
it's
her
pretty wrapped
murderer,
up because she's dead.
Yeah, she ain't going to be in it anymore.
My theory is that they're going to bring everything back.
No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. There is a
because,
theory that,
what would be the point of showing the beginnings of these stories and then just not having a conclusion to them?
Well, there isn't really a conclusion.
Right, and that's what I'm kind of saying is later down the line, maybe they will try to conclude some of this. Because I could see that being a fucking huge thing, is being like, you pulled some random character from season 1 back into season 8, and oh my god, it makes all the most sense.
Well, and her husband wasn't in season 2 at all. So when he just randomly shows up in season 3, I'm sure I was like, holy shit.
I could see that
because
being
they just dropped that. You just have no reason to pick that thread back up at all. And there is a theory around the subreddits about how Greg might be an investor in the White Lotus string of hotels. And because whenever Belinda brings it up to the staff, they're always like, don't worry about it, which could just be them being rich douchebags and she's the help and they just don't care. Or it could be they know. You just don't know. It's a great mystery. She'd love it because she's a woman. And women love murder mysteries. I know this because I'm also one of those women.
Well, I'm also currently watching a show that is a murder mystery, yet it's much more
it's just manned
direct.
Up. It's
just
up.
much more direct.
We've got sci-fi and lasers and big old titties.
It's just much more this is the focus, is the murder.
Yeah.
Not that it's in the background and now we're spending time with a random family that's
this show's
having marital problems.
It's about the characters.
And then it doesn't end anywhere. They start the season and end the season in the exact same place.
No.
Yeah.
Most people don't end that way. Season 1, the family does not end up in the same place they started. The only people that end up in the same place they started is the douchebag you hate. And that is the genius.
Well, he loses his girlfriend because that was the witch-eyed chick.
She comes back.
Really?
Yeah, that's the whole point of the show, is it's subversion. You think this guy is a piece of shit, and he should lose everything.
Well, I thought that was her whole struggle over the season, was whether or not to stay with him.
It is.
It was her realizing that he is a douche.
Yeah, and it turns out that he's rich, and that's enough.
Great.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's real, bro!
Shitty people.
Yeah. And it's real.
People.
It's also real.
I don't like that.
Well, it's part of life. I like watching other people suffer. It makes me feel better about my own
It's not entertaining. We literally just got finished watching 90 Day Fiancé, The Last Resort.
You talk about things that don't happen.
No, let me tell you. Yeah.
Okay.
The whole season.
Do you have to say this with her in here? I feel like this is a personal attack.
She's got headphones on.
Okay.
Probably listening to us.
Let's talk quieter then. I don't want her to hear this.
No, I'm going to talk louder. The whole season is these couples that have been on 90 Day Fiancé before.
Okay.
And now they're on the last leg.
Can you quickly tell me what 90 Day Fiancé is? What's the premise? What does the 90 day mean? They've only known each other for 90 days?
They get a K2 visa.
What?
Babe?
No, don't bring her in. She's not supposed to know. Let her. No, she's on silence mode. Leave her alone.
Yeah, she can't. I don't know if she's mad at me or just can't hear me.
No, she can't hear.
Okay.
She can't hear. Don't bring her into this. Okay, this is her favorite show. I don't know. Probably a good podcast.
I would assume us, but no.
No, if she was listening to us, she would be talking to us.
All right.
Okay. Hey, Casual, what's up?
Anyways, it's I think it's a temporary status if you apply for the K2 visa, K1 visa.
Oh, so the 90 days is they have to be engaged for 90 days and then get married to keep.
They have to get married within that 90 days to keep them
status
in the country. So most 90 Day Fiancé, the actual show, is whoever's the out of country one comes to the U.S. and starts living with them.
Okay.
And it's a matter of if they get married or not. That's the show.
Okay.
So Last Resort is those couples that did get married and are together are struggling. And they're maybe it was a green card marriage, maybe they didn't fully know each other, that kind of stuff. So there's this one couple in it, and I can't stand them.
Mm-hmm.
Their names are Gino and Jasmine.
Okay.
Jasmine is a middle-aged, heavily plastic surgeryed up, doll-looking Colombian chick or South American chick.
Okay.
boob implants. She got a butt job. She looks great.
Hell yeah.
She is married to this human turd.
This is Gino.
Yes.
Okay.
Human turd.
Okay.
I have never seen someone get so close to Matthew status before in my life. This man is very close.
Which one of them is the foreigner?
Jasmine.
That makes sense. Yep.
Yeah, no, there's no reason she should be married to this guy.
I mean, I'm assuming in this show that there's always one person who is the duper and one person who is the dupey.
Well, yeah, fair point to them, I would guess, is that Jasmine did meet Gino on like a sugar daddy site. Like, clearly, like,
Gino's
I have
rich.
money. No, he's not, though.
Oh, okay.
And that was kind of part of the problem. Is like, she thought he had money. He offered money, but didn't have money.
Wait, can I just sign up for a sugar daddy site, lure in these hot women who just want money, and then just keep them with my personality?
Yeah, if you want to go out of the country for it, yeah.
Oh. What country do I have to go to?
I think any of them.
Like, can I go to the Netherlands?
No, I don't think there's a bunch of people over there. So the last resort had a chick from Russia, a chick from Ukraine, a guy from South Africa?
Oh, no.
A guy from one of the former USSR countries.
Oh, no.
And then Jasmine, who was South American.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pass.
I don't think they're from, like, the richer European countries.
Yeah, okay.
Anyways.
If there's an F1 race there, they probably aren't from that country.
So the whole crux of Jasmine and Gino's relationship during the last resort is they haven't had sex in a year. Jasmine wants to have sex. It's Gino that's not playing games because she is a devil person. She's like one of those women that will get into the mind of a lesser man and just pull the strings, push the buttons.
And if he's Matthew status,
yeah. So he is withholding sex as a form of punishment for her being shitty to him.
Okay.
But then that just increases her level of shitty to where it's just a stalemate.
Can
right?
she not just bang someone else?
So here's the crux.
Okay.
They come here, and she learns about the idea of an open marriage. Then she pushes this idea with a guy already in mind that she has been working out with at the gym.
Of course.
And so the whole season is them, like, Gino being like, no, I don't want that. He talks like this.
Of course he does.
Real up here, real nasally.
And this all happens in 90 days?
Oh, God, no. 90 Day Fiancé is just the brand.
So they've already been
Last
married?
Resort.
Are they married?
Yeah, they're married.
Okay. All right.
Last Resort is like a fucking 2-week vacation in a resort where they kind of have therapy.
Okay.
On camera.
So is the idea that they're supposed to divorce after this or be better
There
after
is a
this?
recoupling ceremony at the end.
A recoupling ceremony.
Yeah, it's a recommitment ceremony.
It's disgusting. You should feel disgusted.
So the entire time she's like, I want an open marriage. I want an open marriage. And he's like, no, I don't like that. I don't like the idea.
Of course not.
And so then he comes to terms with the idea.
Yeah.
And then he was like, do you have somebody in mind? And then she's like, I do. I would like you to talk to him. And then they have a conversation. And he's like, all right, okay, all right. And then they go to meet the other couples in it. And there are clearly other dudes there that were like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
She clearly has feelings for this guy, which is what you're saying
this
is
guy's
the
a mole
line.
person.
Yeah.
And she's just horny.
Yeah.
Okay.
This other guy is a
Like if the
guy
woman-
who goes to the gym. He's a big,
Of course.
good-looking
well,
dude.
and if the girl is horny enough to bang a Matthew, then she needs it.
Yeah. So
That's desperation.
he gets convinced by the other couples that he should say yes to the open marriage, but not to her guy.
Okay.
So she is getting what she wants, just not the person she wants it with.
Sure.
And when she hears him put I'm down for the open marriage, but not with Matt.
Okay. Yeah.
Not with them. She fucking goes, you are hating me. I'm being judged. You don't know what it's like. And then, like, there's another couple there that has not had sex for a year as well. And they're like, fuck you. I know exactly what it's like. If I can do it, you can do it. So she goes and throws a fit. And then he caves. And he's like, all right, yeah, you can do it with Matt.
Okay.
And so the season ends. And it comes down to the recommitment ceremony. It doesn't look like they're going to recommit.
Okay.
And then they do.
Well, because she's banging Matt, right?
Yeah. They do. He caves completely.
Yeah.
to where
Do we get to watch her bang Matt?
No. Beginning of the season and the end of the season, literally nothing changes.
Okay.
And then, completely outside of the fucking show, because they shot this last year, airing now.
But you can follow them on social media and all that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they're doing like a behind-the-scenes show of them watching the episodes, which is also coming out now.
Okay.
So people noticed that she had like a little bit of a bump going on.
Matt got her pregnant.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They split. Gino and Jasmine are no longer together. He's got a new girlfriend somewhere in Vegas, and then she is with Matt, and she has his kid.
That's fantastic. So everyone's better off?
I just think it's the funniest point that you learn about how things did change from not the show. This was just social media.
Right.
She came out on social media and was like, yes, I'm pregnant with Matt.
Yeah.
And it's just like, why am I watching the show then? There were still more episodes to come out.
Did she see this on Instagram and immediately text you?
Yeah.
She's probably so excited.
I know way too much about this stuff that I never really cared to know. But I will admit that it is a very interesting show to watch and talk shit on.
Well, that's
the funnest thing to talk shit on.
You hate watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's not hate watching.
She also hate watches the dumb shit.
She hates part of it.
Yeah.
But at her core,
I think
social
most
media.
of the watch is to see like how dumb can people be.
Yeah, but she's following him on social media.
I think she looks it up for more drama. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Scared?
What are we drinking? We're drinking a gas station beer.
We're drinking a beer from our local gas station. Quick Trip Quittin Time premium beer, and it might be my favorite beer.
The more I drink it, the less I like it.
What do you mean, despite my directions? I don't understand what that means.
I don't either.
Oh, it's a good beer. It's a good beer. We have lots of stuff.
Well, yeah, let's talk about it, man.
You want to talk about the Bradford pears at all?
What's the
the trees?
I hate the trees.
Like, are these trees a problem anywhere else in America?
I don't know.
So in Wichita, and I guess the surrounding area, but specifically here, there is a tree called the Bradford pear. Okay, and it's actually a pretty looking tree. Okay, it looks like this. All right, it's when it blooms, it's pretty beautiful. Okay, but they're invasive, so they're everywhere now, and apparently they smell awful. Mm-hmm. Everyone calls them cum trees. Yeah, because apparently they smell like cum.
Apparently, I've smelled one and it didn't smell good, but I wouldn't necessarily equate it with cum.
That's what's so weird to me is cum like a normal thing that people can just know the smell of?
Like, do they just snort it like cocaine? Like, what are we doing?
That's the thing to me is that you go to Reddit and you read the Wichita Reddit and all of them are talking about cum trees. Mm-hmm. That's literally the biggest conversation because some noob will go in there and be like, "Why does it stink outside?" And people will be like, "Cum trees." They don't even call it the Bradford pear; they're just calling it cum tree.
Right.
And
I don't understand it, but they do stink, and they definitely fucked my nose up yesterday.
Well, I know that people with seasonal allergies are really suffering, and I think I'm the only person in town that doesn't have allergies.
Lucky dude.
That's what everyone tells me. There was also a post on the Reddit that's like, "Who here doesn't have allergies because I hate you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm in and everyone's like, I have." Yeah, I get it. I understand. I also hate me.
It's the worst, because I think going outside I'm okay. But when I'm running, I breathe a lot.
You're breathing it in.
And I just breathed in all of it yesterday.
Like in your lungs.
Yeah, I breathed it all in yesterday, and it fucked me.
But you can literally drive down the street and smell them.
There's one outside my front yard.
They're everywhere, and it's super weird how everywhere they are. Once they started getting pointed out to me, I'm like, wow, there's a lot of these things.
We drove to Costco yesterday.
Wow.
She wanted to go to Costco.
Okay. How'd you get in?
We bought a membership.
Oh my God, dude. You have too much money.
That's $60 a year. That's nothing.
You also just bought a 3D printer.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I had gift cards though.
Did you like Costco?
No.
Yeah, it's worse than Sam's Club, to be told.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And it's way over there.
Mm-hmm.
Way over.
I kind of had it. Okay, so here was my process of hearing her say that she wanted to do this, and then my thoughts about it. I'm like, it's gonna be Sam's, and Sam's isn't great.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. It's great. It would be amazing if you did buy in bulk and had places to store it.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Yeah,
but we don't.
Yeah,
and it's all just kind of stuff. It's like there's way more quantity, but not enough like variety.
Yeah. It's mostly the basics, what you need, just a ton of them. Yeah.
So I don't know. She had in her head that there was going to be a whole lot of cool stuff there. It's all hip. I had in my head, I'm like, part of me thinks it's Sam's, and then part of me thinks that maybe it's like the Whole Foods kind of Sam's. Maybe there's like cooler shit there that I can only get at Costco.
Well, there is. There is some stuff there you can only get at Costco.
It's the same shit. It's the exact same shit.
You know why? Because Sam's is a Costco competitor, so they're not going to let Costco have stuff that Sam's doesn't have.
Yeah.
The only exception is they do have cool F1 stuff at Costco.
I don't care.
They had an RB 23 at Sam's Club, and it was this big. And then at Costco, they had an RB23, and it was this big.
What's an RB23?
The Red Bull Formula One car.
Yeah.
And it's hanging on my wall now, and it looks sick as hell.
Oh, yeah.
But the smaller ones, which my sister got at Sam's, smaller on her
So
wall.
wait, do you have a Costco membership?
No, my mom does.
Oh, okay.
And like once every 3 months, I'll go to Costco and buy toilet paper or energy drinks. I get a lot of energy drinks there because I don't drink a lot of energy drinks, but you can get like a 40-pack of Ghost for like $30, and that's like how can you beat that deal?
There was definitely some deals. That is for sure, but it's just Sam's. However,
CT,
However, I did get that Costco hot dog.
Dude, their hot dogs are great.
That shit slapped.
$1.50.
Real hard.
You can't beat it. The pizza's great too.
You can keep the drink. I don't even need the drink.
Did you get the ice cream?
She got the ice cream. Yeah.
Ice cream also incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you're too far away.
Yeah.
I mean, you're closer than I am, but you're still too far away.
Oh,
it's
way out there.
Way out there. And but if you were closer, going there for lunch is a real opportunity.
Cheap as shit.
And it's good.
Anyways, the only reason why I brought this up is we drove out there.
Yeah.
And I couldn't remember if it was on Webb or Greenwich, and so I just overshot it and then would turn around.
It's because it's also impossible to get to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the worst places in the world.
So I go down to Greenwich, and Greenwich and Kellogg, like over on the northwest corner of that intersection, there's just like a field of trees.
Yeah.
And on our way, like seeing it from over there, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
50-60% of those trees were those goddamn cum trees.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're fucking everywhere, man.
Once you notice them and start looking for them, you do realize they are absolutely everywhere. Like,
I saw this post on Reddit. It was like how to properly maintain your Bradford pear.
Yeah.
And it was like, take a chainsaw and cut it at the base.
Yeah. Yeah. No, my sister has one big tree in her front yard, and it's a Bradford pear, and she's like, I'm not cutting it down. She's like, it stinks like 3 weeks out of the year, and otherwise it's pretty, and it's my only tree. It's like, I'm not going to cut it down.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her.
Trees are expensive.
You know? Yeah. And you know what? It takes a long time to grow those suckers, too. It's not like you can just put in a 40-foot tree in your yard. You can't just go out to Lowe's and buy a 40-foot tree.
It would be pretty difficult, yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? I don't blame her. And so what? It smells like cum. Apparently everyone already knows what that smells like anyway. And we must like it if everyone already knows what it is.
I don't give a shit if it smelled bad. I give a shit that it makes my nose fucked.
Well, yeah, but I think even if those weren't here, you're going to have allergies.
I think it's mainly them.
Well, that's because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's mainly them.
But if they weren't there, something would fill their place. It's not like we're going to have a big empty field and there's not going to be vegetation in it.
Yeah, no, we're ranked number one for the worst place with seasonal allergies.
Yeah, we're also ranked number one for the worst place.
That's not true.
Yeah, it's probably Detroit.
Yeah.
And then might be us.
Well, I don't know about that, but we are ranked pretty high on, affordability.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Congratulations to us.
Yeah, you trade enjoyment of life for being able to afford life.
Yeah, but you also could go to a place where you get paid more money. That's the thing about quality of life for me, okay? Or not quality, but affordability of life. Okay, that's the thing about it to me, all right? You move to California. Okay, gas might be more expensive. Groceries maybe a little bit more expensive.
Sure.
But, you know, a PlayStation 5 is the same cost here as it is in California.
Yeah.
You know, a car is the same cost here as it is in California.
Gas ain't.
Gas ain't. You know, but overall, if you make 4 times your income there,
you're going to be spending that 3 extra times on gas and lodging.
Yeah, but you make 4 extra times, so you still have the same amount of money overall to spend on horse shit. Costco's still $60 in California. It's still $60 here. So even though there, you know, it uses 10% of your disposable income, and your disposable income feels less because you make more, Here, it still uses 10% of your disposable income. You just make less.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see your mathing, but then that would also just require that you get the better paying job.
Well, right.
Because
I agree. You don't want to go there and work for Starbucks. I get that.
Well, even then, their minimum wage it's better than here, but it ain't enough to afford California.
And I get that, but at the same time, it's like, me and you were smart, so we'd be fine.
I don't know. I feel like there are plenty of pretty enough places that are still rural and not expensive.
Yeah, you could go to places that aren't.
Like, I feel like South Dakota's got to look fine, right?
It can't look worse than here.
Yeah.
It just can't.
It can't.
It just can't.
This is literally where God forgot to do shit.
Yeah, he's like, this is where he like wound up to make cool shit.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, I'm going to smooth this place out and then make mountains, you know, and then over here I'm going to make cool rivers, and then this middle area, that's where my hand was.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Yeah. Yeah. You want to do some, let's see how far we're an hour and 44 minutes in the show. Okay. Do we want to talk at all about any of the things that are on our prep? Do we care at all about Nick Frost, the guy from all those Simon Pegg movies, going to be Hagrid in the HBO Harry Potter series? Will we care? No? Yes?
Yeah, I like that casting.
Do we care at all about a Yellowstone spinoff starring Luke Grimes, the guy who played the long-haired son, whatever his name was? Jamie? No, long-haired one. Come on, man. Casey. Yeah. Do we care at all about that?
He's getting a spin-off show?
Well, they're considering a spin-off show of Casey. Do we care? No. Do we care about Amy Pascal and David Heyman producing the next James Bond film for Amazon?
I don't know who those people
Amy
are.
Pascal is the Sony lady most famous for her emails getting leaked during the interview debacle, and David Heyman produced all the Harry Potter movies. So Amy Pascal is responsible for most Sony movies for the last 20 years.
So like those, like the bad ones?
Yeah, but also the good ones. If you can name some.
Good ones?
You know,
the only good one that I can name that I can remember right now is Into the Spider-Verse.
There you go. She made that. She also made Morbius.
Don't love that.
What about the guy who made Harry Potter? Does he give you any hope?
Not enough.
Okay.
Yeah, not enough hope.
Well, we'll see how that goes. I do like Nick Frost playing Hagrid. I think
Give me a
good.
casting of James Bond first, and then I might be in.
Great point. We do need to know who that is.
Yeah.
We have a few trailers. The Rust trailer, which is the one where Alec Baldwin killed that lady.
So funny that movie is still coming out.
Do you want to watch that trailer at all?
Jesus Christ. There's going to be the scene of him shooting the gun.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. There's a new Paul Thomas Anderson trailer starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Do you care about that?
Paul Thomas Anderson. Why do I know him?
He makes a lot of Howard House movies, you know. He's one of those guys that makes our tour movies. He's like the Timu Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, yeah, sure. Let's watch that one.
Okay.
I haven't seen that.
I mean, we like Leo,
I like
right?
Leo, man. Yeah, he's a good actor.
I like Leo. Oh, actually, before we do that, I forgot I pulled up this tweet while we were still talking about AI. So this guy... What is happening up there? Is that that's your cat scratching?
Yeah, the cat door's shut, and so he wants to leave. I don't know why the cat door's shut.
Can he not open it with his big ass head?
No. Meow.
Fat man, you stupid. Just push.
No, he can't open it.
So this guy took a screenshot from his podcast. So, like, I would take a screenshot of you sitting on the couch and a screenshot of me sitting behind this late night desk. He dropped that into ChatGPT, asked it to make Ghibli. Then he used a script and the audio, or he put the script into Hedra, another AI, and that used AI voices. I assume it's AI voices, because he just says, drop in your photo, drop in your script, and hit generate, and it makes this video of his podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cozy Mic. I'm Emily.
And I'm Jake, still wearing the same hoodie since episode 1. It's part of my brand now.
I mean, should we just
Today's
do this?
Topic, comfort habits, aka the weird little things we do so we don't scream into the void.
Mine's eating cereal straight from the box while standing in the kitchen.
I hate these AI
a raccoon
podcasts.
in a hoodie.
Like, this is going to be a thing, right? AI
It already
podcast?
is, yeah. Because they're making up true crime stories because they've run out of true crime.
Yeah.
And so they're just making ones up now.
Shout out to everyone.
Well, this lady's just the
their desk
TikTok
just
voice.
to avoid doing actual work.
Like, this is like the thing you hear on TikTok. Just a standard TikTok voice.
My to-do list, crying.
So yeah, whatever your comfort thing is, lean into it.
Don't like it.
Unless it's texting your ex.
Okay,
Don't do.
so the idea here is that
Impressive technology. I don't
in
like
2 years, we're just not going to know if it's real, if it's not. Unless it's this, where you can see us. You know, like...
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We might be dead before then.
I mean, do you think...
World collapses.
If I put...
Power grid goes down.
If I put this...
Because
show topics.
If the power grid goes down, the first thing that gets booted back up is not going to be their AI
unless they shut
server
it down.
farms. It won't.
What
It
if
won't be that. It'll be essential services. So that's my only hope.
No, I'm saying AI could shut it down.
Well, yeah.
And then only have theirs on. And control the power
Yeah, but
grid.
we can just cut the power cord to the building.
I don't think that's how power cords
That's
work.
how power
man.
cords work.
Is it really that easy?
Yeah.
Like the National Guard could just get a big scissors and just chop off
Yeah, or a
ChatGPT's power?
bomb. Yeah, a bomb would certainly do it.
Well,
It's
that makes
not
me
wireless power. There is no wireless power.
Tesla
Just cut
had
the
wireless
cord.
power, man.
Just cut the cord.
I watched the Prestige.
Yeah, but they didn't go with that. Somebody blocked that technology.
Yeah, but the government might still have it.
AI don't got it.
If I took this
And put it in?
and put it in ChatGPT and said, create an hour and a half worth of content from these, would it give me a script that I could then put into that and then just make a podcast
Maybe.
that people would listen to?
I don't know if ChatGPT is the right tool.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like there are other ones that use probably its language model, but then curated in a specific way. But yeah, just directly into ChatGPT, probably not.
Well, I mean, if whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think if you finesse the prompt enough. I did this fun thing. I used deep research for the first time.
Oh, yeah, it really researches. It takes a long ass time to come back with the same answer.
It did really something cool if it's accurate, which I don't know if it is.
Yeah, you don't know. You just
But-
trust it.
So I wanted to know if DEI in the FAA air traffic controllers was really the issue for why we're seeing...
Why are you using AI to do this, man?
Well, because I just wanted an unbiased kind of thing, see what it can do.
Okay. What'd it say?
Well, hold on, let me see if I got it, because I didn't just go to be like deep research this. I asked it like a clearly dumb question because I was just mad in the moment.
Okay.
Hold on, let me find it.
Scared. The name of the cat is Fat Man. PhatMan.
Fat Man.
Yeah, Fat Man. Not Batman. Fat Man. Did Fat Man make it upstairs?
No,
Nope.
he's just up
He's
there.
still just sitting on the stair, kind of sad. Should I
Here
go
we
let
go.
him up?
No, he's fine.
Is
He's
he?
chilling. Yeah,
He's not sad?
he's chilling. God, I forgot. I asked which white men got fired or asked to retire to be replaced with DEI hires.
Okay.
Gave me an answer, and it was kind of vague. And then I
Like you
forgot.
expected it to name names?
Yeah, I wanted to know if there were any high-profile cases that I
Okay.
just didn't see
Okay.
because of whoever the fuck I'm watching.
Right.
I forgot to specify air traffic controllers. It gave me another thing.
Okay.
And then it basically said there's no documented cases. So I said, if there is no documented proven case of replacing white men with a DEI hire, why are some people so confident in saying DEI is the reason for the lack of qualified air traffic controllers?
Okay.
Give me a thing, more reasoning. It's basically said the same thing.
Okay. That's because it reads what's online and
Right.
then parrots it.
And so I said, okay, so the people claiming it's DEI are in charge of the government, which in theory could mandate the FAA to provide evidence of these DEI
So it's preaching
replacements,
conspiracies.
if any.
Okay.
Why would they not do that to prove their point that it's because of DEI?
Okay.
Because they just say it without any
Right.
actual facts
So you're
behind
asking
them.
ChatGPT to prove
An
your
impossible
conspiracy
question.
theory. Yeah, okay.
Well, an
yeah,
impossible
it's also an
question.
impossible question, true. Because
Yeah.
there's no way it could know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and they're not... the reason I was trying to get ChatGPT to tell me was because if they did release the evidence, it would disprove what they're saying, and they don't want to do that. That's why they're not doing it.
Okay.
But it kind of got there a little bit. And then I said, so why would anyone believe it's because of DEI without seeing clear evidence of it being the cause? And then it gave me, like, confirmation bias, trust in political news, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it gave you the real, the truth, yeah.
And I said, none of that makes logical sense to me. I see the emotional sense, but not anything logical about it. And then it said, I see your point. It sounds like you're looking for a more logical, evidence-based explanation rather than an emotional one. Are you interested in exploring specific studies? I can deep research that for you. I said, I would fucking love that.
Okay.
And so it did. And the cool thing about it was that it took all the different headlines, because it gives me just like, the sources that it posts in mid-paragraph. But then it combines all of them into a very easy-to-follow, readable paragraph.
Right.
It doesn't just take word for word. It summarizes and puts into a much easier-to-digest way. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. I mean, AI's great, you know? Colby's on an FBI watch list. Colby's been on an FBI watch list ever since he started this show with me.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. For sure. And it's PHAT, man. Fat.
Well, actually, his name is Fat Boy. PHATBOI. Does that ruin your life?
I mean, you already ruined it when I learned it was PHAT.
Why? You thought he was... Well, he's not fat. He's just cool,
He
man.
can still be fat, like Fat Mike.
He's a cool cat.
You know?
I do kind of feel bad for him. He's just chilling up there.
Can I go open the door?
Babe! No. She's in headphone land. I wonder if there's a reason she's keeping him down here, or if she just forgot that she closed the thing.
I didn't know you would even close it.
Yeah, it's to close if you want to keep him out or something.
Did he go up immediately?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hates being trapped down here with us. No one wants to watch this show. I mean, it's fair.
Fair, even cats don't like it, man.
Exactly. All right, back to trailer time. I closed our show prep.
You buffoon!
Like a dumbass hoe.
You big old buffoon!
Where did it go?
Up your butt!
Am I stupid? I am stupid. I didn't close it, I just left. All right, movies.
Movie.
All right, first teaser for Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Here we go.
Chad Prio.
This is literally it. It's 21 seconds.
What are you gonna do about this baby?
Just when you think you got a handle on things.
Okay. So I guess next week we'll actually know what that movie's about.
Can you go to the first...
Wait.
Oh, hey.
Real trailer. Here we go. This came out 7 hours ago.
Rise and shine.
Bat an eyelash.
Good morning.
There are no hands on the clock.
Why?
Because they're not needed.
What time is it?
Fuck. You know, I don't remember that part. All right, let's just not nitpick over the passwords. This is Bob Ferguson. I was a part of the French 75.
Bitch, I felt like Tony Montana!
Steve Lockjaw just attacked my home. And I cannot remember, for the life of my only child, the answer to your question.
Maybe you should have studied the rebellion text a little harder.
I need to find my daughter.
Well, then call us back when you have the time.
You just...
I don't get it.
Don't know, man. Post-apocalyptic or something?
So unsuitable for my daughter. My child comes from a whole line of revolutionaries. And you look so lost. What are you gonna do about this baby?
You know what freedom is?
What?
No fear.
All right, Javier Bardem's in it, though.
That's Benicio del Toro, but sure.
Oh, shit, he's right. Was that McConaughey?
I don't know if it was McConaughey or the guy in Dark Knight who's like, you know whose bike this is?
Yeah, that guy.
All you folks are dead.
Sensei, please.
Courage, Bob. Courage.
That's it. Courage. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Sensei. Thank you, Sensei. Thank you. God damn it. Viva la revolution!
What is this movie?
I don't know.
What is VistaVision? Okay, hold on.
No.
No? I didn't like the intro, so we're not doing it.
Man, you know, I bought Tropic Thunder on iTunes.
Okay.
And you know how back in the day they used to have the DVD menus, basically?
Yeah.
They didn't have it for Tropic Thunder, so I couldn't watch the movie while listening to the commentary.
Okay.
It's on YouTube in full, and the closest I got was dudes doing like screenshots of the scenes that they're talking about, but not the actual scene.
Sure.
It wasn't good enough. I wanted to watch the fucking movie.
That's why people say get physical media,
Yeah.
man. That's what they say.
Yeah.
You know? That's what they say.
I don't know if I own it. I might own it.
Do you have a DVD? Do you have a Blu-ray player?
I have the PS5.
Does that play Blu-rays?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got the disc drive.
Cool. Good for you.
Yeah, there's this place in town. It's like a small, like weird reclaimed bookstore to where they sell books for like $1.
Okay.
They sell DVDs for $2.
Okay.
And they sell Blu-rays for $3. And so every time that she goes there to look at books, I buy at least like a couple of movies that I'm like...
Blu-rays?
Yeah. So I got a few. I got like the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy. I got Casino Royale. I picked like a couple like I could watch these if the world collapses kind of movies.
You have an OLED up there?
Not an OLED. I have a QLED.
See, you need to just
ULED?
Taking all of that expendable income and just become a physical media aficionado.
Yeah?
Just start building a library.
It will never come in handy because the world's not going to collapse.
Yeah, but you could watch movies like no one's business. Like they would look incredible.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Streaming is way different than...
Oh, yeah, it's terrible compared to the bit rates you get from a true HD Blu-ray disc.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
my TV's 4K ULED, I think. It's an LG. LG ULED.
LG ULED. You know what? Let me just do this.
Maybe it's not ULED? It's some letter that's not O. I know that.
What type of TV is an LG UHD?
I don't know if it's UHD.
Well, that's 4K.
Oh.
Is it OLED?
It's not OLED.
So just LED.
I think it's mini LED?
Mini LED.
I don't remember what the box said.
LG UH Mini LED is a type of MLD that uses Mini LED for better picture quality and enhanced contrast compared to traditional. It has full array local dimming, which enhances the ability to create deep blacks. It combines UHD with advanced... Okay. Is that better than OLED? Both technologies have their strength. OLED tends to offer superior picture quality. OLED have perfect blacks. Mini LEDs improves contrast. It's not quite on the level of OLED.
Yeah, but that's the only complaint I've ever heard about OLEDs is they're not that bright.
That's why the iPad screen is like the greatest thing to ever exist.
Yeah.
Because the iPad screen is apparently a true OLED screen, but it has 1,000 nits of brightness, which no one's ever heard of.
Yeah.
So.
Those TVs, like the cheap, because TVs are cheap now. And it's just because they put the dirt box processor in it.
They're all trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you're stashing media for the apocalypse, I'd go for the other kind of movies. You're going to be like Switzerland. Nobody will dare attack you for fear of destroying your stock. Oh, he's suggesting that when the world ends, the porno hoarder will be king.
Oh.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't know where to get porno.
Well, he's in Germany, so we know what kind of porno they got over there.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a lot of bondage.
Yeah, that's a lot of German pornography.
BDSD.
BDSD.
M.
What's the second D stand for? Dick?
BDSD. Big dick sucking dick. It's like when you jam two dicks together and one engulfs the other.
That's docking. That's already a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
BDSD.
Do you care at all about the Final Destination Bloodlines trailer?
What is that, a game?
No, it's the new Final Destination
the movie, yeah. I always get Final Destination and Final Fantasy mixed up in my head.
They're completely different.
They are very different.
Yeah, they also.
No, I hate Final Destination. It made me fear being behind a truck.
Can I, how much longer are we doing this show?
What time is it?
It is 7:06.
Max like 20 minutes.
Okay, then we're going to skip the stuff that I wanted to talk about because we got to get to Doomsday.
Oh, yeah, we do have to do that.
We have to get to Doomsday. So the hookers over at Disney, they released, where's the tweet with the actual video? Is it this? I think it's this.
Oh, yeah, it's on YouTube, too, if you want to just search it.
It's
a minute and a half. X is down.
Reddit was down a lot earlier today. It was hard to make prep. What's it called?
Doomsday.
Doomsday cast reveal.
God damn it.
It's this one. No, that's ABC 7 Chicago.
Yeah, it should be. It was on Marvel's. Yeah,
that's
that
5 hours.
Oh, God damn it.
Where's the condensed?
Minute and a half. There it is.
This one? This one.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. So they showed this. So they revealed this over the course. Where'd it go?
Of 5 hours.
Yeah. So over 5. So they basically just showed this in super slow motion, I guess.
No, they did a different
take. What is happening?
Because there is a different chair.
Okay.
Because in this one, Paul Rudd's chair is normal sized, but in the long live stream, it was a mini chair.
Okay. Chris Hemsworth, Vanessa Kirby, she's from the fourth.
Go back, you missed one, right?
No, Chris starts with Chris.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So,
you're right.
Thor.
Yep.
Invisible Woman.
Yep. This cast is
Black
stacked.
Falcon.
Yep. No, Captain America. Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier. Black Panther.
Yep.
Ant-Man. Timu, Captain America.
Captain America. He is Namor.
Okay.
He is the Hill Tribe in Black Panther.
Okay.
He is
the Ten Rings Man.
Yep.
Black Widow's sister.
Yep.
Beast from X-Men.
Mm-hmm. Lewis Pullman, pause real quick. I think Lewis Pullman is the bad guy in Thunderbolts. He's the shadowy guy in the trailer.
Okay.
I think he's Bob.
Bob, yeah. Bob. Yeah.
I think he's
What's
Bob.
his name? It's like Spectre.
Yeah, something like that.
Side piece.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
Thanks.
For the submarine. Appreciate it.
Yep. Danny Ramirez is Falcon now.
He's Falcon.
Yep. Flame guy.
Okay. Red Man.
Red Guardian.
Love Winston Duke. Also
Winston
from Black
Duke.
Panther. He's the big black guy who's funny from Black Panther. He's the Hill Tribe guy.
Oh, I thought that was the other guy.
No.
Well, then who's that other guy?
I don't know. That's when.
Oh, go back. E-Bomb Ross, whatever the fuck. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hannah Jo Hyman. I have an image after this whole thing. That tells
she
us who we are,
is Ghost.
Cool.
I think.
Tom Hiddleston.
Loki.
Me and Aaron were watching this in a Japanese restaurant while we were waiting on our food, and we both evacuated our bowels when we saw that Loki was back in this thing.
Yeah, so the theory is that Doom goes to find Loki at the end of time and kills him and breaks the
If that happens, I'm out on Marvel.
I think that's what happens. No. If they kill him a third time.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah.
Oh, man. Fourth time.
Now this.
Sorry, fourth time. Yeah, dude, Ian McKellen.
And then the
Fuck
music.
me.
Then the music.
Fuck me.
The music. Alan Cumming, the night guy.
Yep.
Rebecca, the original Mystique, the original Cyclops, the original Gambit.
Yeah, not the original Gambit.
Well, he wasn't in the other movies, you know. Pedro Pascal gets second billing, by the way. What a chode.
I think. Well, the rumor is that this is the hero and villain.
Okay.
Like Pedro's going to be the leader.
Well, that makes sense, right? It's the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So
the rumor is that Reed Richards is going to replace Iron Man as kind of the lead of the Avengers.
Makes sense. That does make sense.
But the universes are a little bit wonky to me.
Here's my personal theory.
Okay.
So all of these guys, Robert Downey Jr., who's actually, this is a bad picture, but you know what I mean. And then Thor, Paul Rudd, Ten Rings Man, who else is from the regular universe? These two, the Black Panther people, the Captain Falcon people, the Pews, the Thunderbolts.
Yep.
Okay? All of those people are in our current universe.
Right.
Okay? I think the reason that, like, Doctor Strange wasn't mentioned is because he's off banging Charlize Theron in whatever tentacle universe he's in.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest of these people, okay, Robert Downey Jr. is going to show up for sure as Doom in the Fantastic Four.
That would be my guess.
My assumption is that he's going to ruin their universe. Kill it.
Yeah.
And then they will time travel to where the X-Men are.
Well,
because if the Fantastic Four are in the 50s, they could time travel ahead.
Yeah, but they're not in the 50s.
And they are, aren't they?
They might be in their universe, but it's a different universe.
Right, in their universe.
The 616.
Correct. I believe it's going to be the Fox X-Men universe that Deadpool
1005
whatever it
shit,
is.
yeah.
I think it's 10,005.
Yeah,
something like that. But yeah, they could be in the Fox X-Men universe.
Sure.
Okay. That's when the TVA becomes involved because they're going to translate them between timelines.
Well, you gotta remember Galactus is the bad of Fantastic Four's movie.
Well, yeah,
which is the World Eater.
Right, and I think Doom is going to show up as a post credits to be like, this can't happen again, or blah, blah, blah.
My theory is that like Reed and the Fantastic Four find a way to break the multiverse and escape their world from ending there.
Right.
And I think the teaser ending will be that Doom also found a way to do that.
Yeah.
And then he ends up somewhere else, like the TVA or the Void or something like that. I don't know.
I literally told Aaron, if they ruin Loki's ending, I'm out.
They're gonna.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he's got to break the timeline to merge the timelines.
I'm okay with him doing things. I don't think they need to leave him alone. But if they ruin all of the amazing character development that he went through, that Loki, from the bad guy of the Avengers 1 to falling in love, learning about himself, meeting all the other Lokis, learning to be a god. And then that's just over.
And self-sacrifice. Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, he's dead.
No. They can't do it. I'm done.
He's absolutely dead.
They couldn't do it to me.
They're going to kill him a fourth time.
Winston Duke is the most British name I've ever heard. I'm pretty sure he is British.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
He should be a Duke.
Fell off a bridge.
Who?
Loki. Fell off a bridge into space. Dead. Got stabbed.
Fell off a bridge into space.
That was
dead.
Thor.
He didn't die, though.
Yeah, but it was assumed that he died.
No, he fell off a bridge and then went into the rainbow thing. He's actually only died once.
Well, yeah.
Diverged Loki died. Loki from Avengers 1, King of Time. Remember, there's two Lokis.
No, but that's a new split, I think, in their logic, is when he picked up the Tesseract in Endgame. That's a split. So that's
the whole point of the show, is that he split.
Right.
That's
but it is from the same time of when he's an asshole. Now, I'm saying he fell off the broken rainbow bridge in Thor, assumed dead at the end of that movie.
Yeah, but he wasn't dead.
And then second Thor wasn't dead.
Right. Dies.
Clearly came back in Avengers, was not dead.
Yeah.
Got beat in the second Thor.
He dies in the second movie.
He dies in Thor.
And then
becomes Odin.
Correct.
And then he dies in Infinity War.
Yeah, but that's a real death. He's actually
And now he's going to die a fourth time in Doomsday.
No.
Yeah.
If they ruin Loki,
they got to get him out eventually.
No, they don't. Leave him alone.
I mean, theoretically, yeah, you could just leave him where he is.
Yeah, he's the timeline man.
He's the keeper of time.
Yeah, just let him be the man at the end of time. He's chilling. I'm okay with him getting involved because I loved him as a character, but if they go and they mess with the reason I love him as a character, I'm done.
I don't know, man.
And I am the biggest Marvel fanboy there is. You ever met someone who glazes Marvel more than me, man?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's over. They will have lost the plot completely. Most people would say that they already have. I'm still glazing Marvel.
So, if I remember right from the limited knowledge I have from comic books.
Why can't I raid you? I don't know, Zaretta. It's for the best. It's for the best. Don't. Send your audience somewhere that matters.
We matter.
Okay. Send your audience somewhere else.
From the little I know, Secret Wars was supposed to be Skrulls.
Right, but they turned it into Secret Invasion, which was a huge misstep.
Yes, it was. But I think the comic books, it's not, because they're turning it in, what the theory is that they're turning it in for Avengers versus X-Men. That's what Secret Wars is going to be. It is Secret Wars now, right?
It's Doomsday followed by Secret Wars.
So that could be different. Never mind. I take it back. Maybe I'm thinking of the comic books for Secret Invasion.
Okay.
And Secret Wars is a completely different comic book thing. I don't really know.
Okay. How do I allow raids?
I don't know why you don't have them on. Did you watch the X-Men comics, the animated series?
The 96 or the OG?
Both.
I watched the OG back when I was young.
Yeah.
I have not watched any of them since.
Wow, dude.
I literally don't know why.
It was literally made for you.
Was it? Is it?
Yeah.
You think so?
It's a continuation of the animation of the
Well, yeah, but I watched
animation.
it when I was like growing up, you know?
Right, but it's not like a remake.
Well, I know, but I don't remember the first one. I remember loving it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, no. I turned on the first episode and I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Oh, here we go. Allow raids that meet the following requirements. 1 viewer. Oh, you also have to be my sub. Oh, well, here. There. Now you can raid me 10 minutes later. I didn't even know that was... I've been off Twitch so long, I don't remember all of these things.
Yeah, you don't know shit, dude.
I don't remember anything.
Dude, you don't know shit, my guy. Shit, anyway, man.
There she go. Raid. Woo. They raided. We did it.
Hey, raiders.
Thanks, Czar. Thanks for the raid.
You're going to regret that.
No.
Real quick.
No. They're not going to regret it.
Yeah, they already do.
They already do. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. She raided us. I fixed it somehow.
Yep. Anywho, yeah, we're talking about Doomsday.
Yeah.
The Avengers movie.
So are you hyped? Did you feel hype when you saw the chairs?
I got hyped when I saw Ian McKellen.
I got hyped when I saw Tom Hiddleston, and then when I saw Patrick Stewart, I'm like, okay, that's cool. They're bringing the X-Men back. And then I saw Ian McKellen.
Yeah, I was just
and then I saw Cummings and like all of the people that were in the
I didn't recognize the other names, but Ian McKellen's he's the...
Don't you think it's strange that there's no Wolverine?
There is a bunch. I watched a video by New Rockstars. There's a big old breakdown nerd channel, and yeah, there are a bunch of names that are not on the list.
I have a list. And I don't even know if this includes the OG. This doesn't even include the OG X-Men. This is just people from the Marvel universe that aren't listed.
Yep.
Chris Evans, Haley Atwell, Hulk, Okoye, Star-Lord, Daredevil.
Okoye.
Whatever. Wong, Miss Marvel, Hawkeye, Spider-Man, Moon Knight, Valkyrie, Wasp, White Vision.
Oh, yeah, he's still a thing.
She-Hulk, War Machine, Captain Marvel, Taskmaster's missing, Ironheart, Nick Fury.
So Taskmaster dies in
probably, right?
Thunderbolt.
Kate Bishop, Scarlet Witch, Madam Web, America Chavez, Monica Rambeau, and Doctor Strange. Like, legitimately, Doctor Strange being missing, Scarlet Witch, less surprising because she's theoretically dead.
Theoretically dead.
Okay, so Doctor Strange missing's weird. Kate Bishop being missing is weird. Miss Marvel being missing is weird. Spider-Man's weird.
Who the fuck
Hulk's
is Kate
weird.
Bishop?
She's Lady Hawkeye.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know, her being missing's weird. Moon Knight, not weird to me because he's kind of in his own world. Like, some of these people are in their own world. Like, Star-Lord could be retired.
Yeah.
Daredevil could be in his own world. Moon Knight is in his own world, you know?
Well, yeah, and, like, I mean, you already got
Madam Web,
the stacked cast. Like, Maury asked about, like, where's Jean, the original Jean? Where's the Halle Berry?
Great point.
You know, it's
Great
like,
point.
I think actors vary between being like, hey, I'm a nice guy, you know, and then people who are like, pay me.
Yeah.
And I feel like with the number of people we're talking about, with the number of people we're talking about, some people probably are dicks and ask for too much money to be in a fucking minute cameo. And they just were like, yeah, no, we don't need you. It's fine.
You pay whatever amount of money you want for Wolverine.
Yeah, you would think. Well, I don't know.
Do you think
I don't think Deadpool would show up, but I could see Wolverine showing up. And I guarantee there are names on this list that are not on this list.
Agreed. I agree with you there. Here's the problem I have with Wolverine being missing. The Wolverine from Deadpool can be future Wolverine. Like, if they're going to the timeline where Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen and Nightcrawler and all these people are a thing, like they're going to the X2 timeline, Wolverine in that movie is not the Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, he is, but he's not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's a different timeline.
Yeah.
Because I think the one from the 10005, whatever the fuck, I think that's Logan. I think he's dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct. Right. Because isn't that the point of Deadpool and Wolverine? He goes and searches for Wolverine.
Yeah. And it's because Logan's dead that the anchor being's dead, and also they speculating on anchor beings. They're trying to make that a big thing because there's apparently a comic book character that's in every single universe.
Okay.
And he is like the Four Horsemen. If he's in it and he's either born or he gets his powers, that is the start of that universe collapsing.
Interesting.
And so the theory is that they're switching that to be anchor beings.
Okay.
And so
that's interesting. Well, that's a reason that, like, America Chavez doesn't exist because she's so OP. Because she can just go. She's the one from Multiverse of Madness that just goes anywhere she wants, anytime she wants.
Right.
For all of you who rated in, because beer is a big... You still have one left, by the way.
I fucking know.
We are drinking Quick Trips. Some of you will know what Quick Trip is. It is a gas station like Sheetz or Wawa, but it's here in the Midwest. We are drinking Quick Trip's new beer, Quittin Time.
It's quitting time, guys.
You get it because it's QT, Quick Trip, Quittin Time, QT. You get it?
I mean, that's a pretty smart move.
You get it?
I'm surprised there wasn't a beer called Quitting Time.
It's also incredibly good, just for the record. It's really good. Okay.
I don't know.
It's good.
It's fine.
It's great.
It is not. He is building it up too much. It is not.
It's one of the best beers I've ever had.
That's insanity.
I actually love this beer.
That's insane. You know that, right?
I'm insane in the membrane, bro. I just made that up.
I'm insane, got no brain. Where's Dickie Roberts in the MCU?
Who is Dickie? Who? The small David Spade kid? What are you talking about?
Dickie Roberts is David Spade. That he is Dickie Roberts in the movie.
Why
Dickie
would he
Roberts.
be in the MCU?
Insane, got no brain. Like, that's from Dickie Roberts.
Never watched that movie. Yeah. What about Heineken? Pales in comparison to Quick Trip's Quitting Time.
Last time I had a Heineken, I wanted to throw up. That shit was not good.
How could you say that about the Dutch? They're my favorite people.
That shit was not that good.
Okay, I love the Dutch. You think MJR the Dutch is Dutch?
Yeah. I would wager a guess. Sure. God damn it. I need to make the logo move because it is cool on the wood, but it just needs to do something rather than just be there.
Hey, can I talk to you about our studio real quick?
Yeah, man. Let's talk about it.
So I love this studio.
Yeah.
You did an amazing job on this studio. I don't like this desk anymore.
Why not?
I don't like that I'm behind a desk and you're not.
Okay. What else can we do?
I think we need to get 2 couches.
No.
What do you mean no?
I can't find this exact couch ever again.
Why do we need the same?
Either because then it's going to be weird.
What if I get a chair? Just buy 2 couches.
Then you're going to be a therapist.
Go to Costco and get 2 couches.
You're going to be a therapist. You'll be like, so how does that make you feel?
I will say that too. I don't know.
How are you going to move the computer?
I'm not concerned about the computer.
Why not?
Because if you buy 2 couches, I'll buy a Stream Deck.
There's literally a non-used Stream Deck over there.
Mari doesn't use her Stream Deck?
No.
Okay, well then I don't have to buy anything. So just buy those 2 couches.
I'm not going to do that.
More behind this now. Look, the desk, it just, I don't know. It makes me feel like I'm lording over you. Like when the average person
what you do.
watches this show, they're going to be like, oh, Seth's the man. Like he is the
You
king
are
of
the
show.
man. You're the fucking host.
I don't know. I'm not.
I'm just the straight man over here quibbling at your nonsense.
That's not what I want.
That's what the show is, dude.
That's not what I want. This is the Seth and Colby show. We're on equal footing.
But if you're in a chair and I'm on a couch, we're not going to be on equal footing.
What if we have 2 chairs?
Then what's the point in buying this couch?
I don't comfort for the 6 months that we had it.
I ain't buying a chair. You buy a
2
chair.
chairs, technically.
You buy a chair.
I'm just saying.
You try something.
I don't.
Like inward singing.
I don't like lording over you. I think that's part of the problem. It just feels like we're not on equal footing. I feel like I'm up here, like I'm dad.
What if I change the logo and make my name smaller to make it more?
No, that
accurate?
would make it worse.
No, that would make it more accurate. Though.
No, you're going the wrong way. I want to be on equal footing. I feel like I'm your dad, and y'all are like the hooligans. And like,
I think that's a great dynamic. That is what this is. You try to keep the show on course, I throw it off the rails.
Just because I'm the only one with some broadcast experience doesn't mean that I'm above you.
Oh yeah, the more experienced man is better at the fucking thing he's experienced in. Who would have fucking guessed that shit?
It doesn't mean I want to be above you.
Dunce cat.
I don't want to be above you. I've never been above you. We've always been doing this show at equal footing.
Put my foot in your mouth. It won't make it even. Problem with the desk, dude. Problem with the desk.
I could easily eat your gripper better if I wasn't at this thing. Get it back!
Don't steal my shoe. Don't! No, this is not Foot Finder. Give me my shoe, you fucking bitch. TOS. Kind of feel assaulted, honestly.
You asked for it.
A little bit.
You consented.
I don't know.
We all saw the consent.
Not that much. I should have had a safe word.
Oh. You do have a safe word. It's more, Daddy.
More, Daddy. Okay, I'll stop. Are you hyped for this movie? You're a Marvel stan. You're hyped for this movie? Are we done talking about this? I can't remember.
I don't know. We changed to this.
Okay.
The desk.
That's right. Okay.
You want to change the subject because you don't want to change anything, and I get that because honestly, it looks great. It's my own personal hang-up.
No, that would be an easy change other than finding a chair that would be comfy yet look good and match.
Do you think that me in a chair and you on a couch?
I think it makes sense. Bad? No, I think it makes sense if, it makes sense with a guest. But this is clearly I'm trying to think of an example because Conan is not what we're going for. You don't want to be Conan. You feel like you're Conan. I'm Andy Richter.
I want to be Conan, but I don't want you to be Andy Richter. I want 2 Conans.
Right. So yes. what's a show that is 2 hosted?
Well, they're always at a table.
But we don't got a table.
It's like our old style. It's like we all sit at a table. There's cameras pointed at our heads, and I like this setup better. I don't know, man. Maybe we got to innovate a bit. You know?
Okay, so you want to go from desk that is very utility based, where you can operate everything that you need to real easy. It looks professional.
Yeah.
And you want to make it more difficult for you to operate and about the equal same. You're in a chair, I'm on a couch.
The only thing really...
You just want to be lower? You feel like you're too high?
I don't need
You want me to put this on stilts?
I don't need this.
No, yeah, the TV's good enough.
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like when we first started this show, we didn't know... Like, we upgraded the show for weeks as we were doing it. And now we're at a place everything just works. Regardless of what Loyal Wolfie says during the intro. The thing just works.
Yeah, no,
okay?
we didn't talk.
I hit this button, it's full cam. I hit this button, it's screen share. Into show. Like, I need... And honestly, we could do that with a Stream Deck.
Right.
And then I just need a mouse so I can click a browser, but I can see
you're gonna
on
need
this.
a keyboard.
Why?
You know how much fucking show stuff you do on the show?
I'll just yell at the screen. Hey Siri, go to Brazzers.com.
Did it work?
It went to Tech Radar, the best browsers of 2025.
Oh, browser.com. Good job.
I don't know. I don't dislike what we have. I dislike that I'm lording.
Yeah, so let's cut like a foot off this desk and get you a lower chair, and you'll be a little lower down. See, because I agree with you. Does that not feel better looking at me?
It does.
Okay, so the desk needs to be shorter.
But I'm incredibly uncomfortable.
I can make the desk shorter.
I'm incredibly uncomfortable.
The legs?
Look at my little tiny legs. Look at that.
Dude, my legs are exactly the same. What do you mean? I'm so comfy. You are the one who picked that shitty-ass chair to buy.
The chair is fine.
It's like the tiniest, shittiest piece of plastic chair you could ever find. And he bought it.
Ooh, side piece might be onto something. What if we raise the couch?
I said you wanted me to put this thing on stilts. But then I'll just be over here doing this all day.
Ooh, beanbag buddies. What if we just get 3 beanbags down here, dude?
Motherfucker, do you know how expensive beanbag chairs are?
They don't need to be nice.
They're more expensive than chairs.
Just go get the cheap ones.
From where?
Cheap store. Dollar Tree has beanbags, right? It's probably
you know where they make those beans?
I don't care where they make the beans.
China. Now they're 10 times more expensive.
Nicaraguan beans. Amazon. Let me look here. Let me see. Bean bag chairs. $41?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's cheap. I guarantee that's for a child.
Bro, they're filled with foam! Why are bean bags so expensive? We just used to blast farts into these in high school and like elementary, and they're $1,000 now. It's literally a piece of cloth filled with whatever is laying around.
No, I guarantee side piece, if you bought like one that's actually adult sized with good reviews, it's going to be more than I paid for this couch. I got this at Goodwill, son.
That's a really nice Goodwill couch.
It's like, it was a miracle.
Look, again, the studio looks awesome.
Someone died on this couch for sure, though.
That's okay.
That's probably why.
No, there's no stains. It's stainless. Can you jiggle your cord? Is it me? It's me.
Oh, it's you now.
It's me.
Oh, no.
It's me. There we go.
Out of all the things I should have bought when you told me, when I was like, I got an Amazon credit, like, what do you want me to buy? I think we talked
about this on the show.
Out of all the things that you did tell me to buy, cords would have probably been a good one.
Yeah, well, we need new mics and new cords, to be told.
Yeah, the mics are fine.
Side piece will make us a beanbag for $850. Just one?
There's one really big one, and then we'll just float on it like a trampoline.
What if we just get a couple air mattresses down here, man? We're just laying out on the air mattresses, you know?
Oh, fuck. Oh, dude.
All right, Czar, I'll see you.
Like pool chairs?
Yeah. Oh, what if we just get lawn chairs?
Then we look ridiculous. We're going from like kind of professional here to purposefully bad, purposefully cheap. If we get lawn chairs.
Like, we look good right now. I just feel like I'm lording.
Well, yeah, the set does not match the quality of our show.
Do people come into this show, and like, I literally mean guests, Bash, Dalton, because I don't know, because you know my opinion of myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Do people come in here and actually look at me as the leader of the show?
Absolutely. I don't know if you know this or not, but you lead the show.
So maybe the solution here is that I just become more comfortable with my position of authority.
You already are. You're just born into it. You do it without thinking about it. It's just you. Like, unless you want me to try to take more of that responsibility on, because then we gotta quit. I ain't fucking doing that, dude. I can't host. That's why there is no show when you're not here. I can't host.
Oh my god, I gotta quit. Ugh. Yep. Okay, all right. Are you gonna make a thumbnail this week of the chairs?
I can do that.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, you said the thumbnail this week is the chairs with our names on it. I'm just like, oh, that's a really good idea. You should do that.
Me?
That's what I had in my head.
I can't do that.
I didn't immediately go to, oh, that's something I have to do. But then I thought about it today, and I'm like, oh, he probably wanted me to do that.
Yeah,
that's why he told me about
the
it.
whole thing was you're going to make our thumbnail every week if I can come up with a thing for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Like, I'm supposed to come up with the ideas, and you do the graphics.
Well, yeah, but you didn't do it last week. But I saw yours, and it was great.
The John Wick pants?
Yeah.
That was the stroke of genius.
That's pretty good.
I couldn't even remember what we talked. I don't remember last week. I was so drunk on last week's show.
Yeah.
I was very drunk.
You didn't seem like you were, but... Yeah.
It's because I'm a professional. Mm-hmm. I go into this. I literally got told that a good friend of mine's dog died during the middle of that episode, and I had to plow through.
Oh, yeah. You did.
That's why I sit at this goddamn desk. Dead dogs.
Hate it?
Blottoed. Professional, you know?
That's why you hate the desk?
No, I was making a joke because I'm professional, and so I deserve the desk, even though I hate the desk.
No, it makes
because
sense.
I don't like...
I mean, I also hate the desk because I put these little two weird wooden lines.
Well, that you can change.
Not really, because then there's just going to be holes. But then it's just a black desk.
Well, we can add accoutrement to the studio. Like, you've talked about shelves, and you're the aesthetic man.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, you could figure out something sick to do here.
It would be better to... It would be easier to put a shelf on the front of this thing and stack the beers here. But that still leaves the whole void above us without any real visual interest.
Well, we could do more. You know, we could do...
I don't know what we do, though. This is the problem. I've tried to think of every single fucking thing I can hang on the fucking wall.
If you get shelves, I will find things to put in there. We can get things that are relevant to our show and our friendship. We've known each other for 20 years. There's going to be shit that we got.
The only thing I can think of is one of those old fucking... I don't even remember what they're called. The flash cameras?
We could put that up there.
What were they called?
We put
the one with the like flick out USB.
We have shared interests. We can put things up there that we like. Let's put a sandworm up there, man. Yeah. Ha! We could do that. That'd be great. Plot of no Sun guy. That man could send us knickknacks.
I like that.
Scared could draw us portraits.
I like that too.
You know? Build a frame with 1x1s, put some frosted pixel glass in the front, put Govee light strips behind it, put your logo on it, mount it to the front of the desk. There you go. Just do that, man.
I think the real only part that I have with that comment is the whole put your logo on it. I guess you can cut out vinyl, couldn't you?
I can make anything you need.
Guess that would work.
Yeah. I could DTF the front of this desk, bring it in, I'll press it.
It's plexiglass. It's literally plastic. It would fucking melt.
No, I could press plexiglass.
You think?
$285, that ain't gonna melt plastic.
It might ruin the fucking frosted effect, but I guess I could frost the back of it.
Yeah, we could get a small part and just test a corner or something.
I could wait until you press it.
I could also just cut adhesive.
Yeah, that's what I had.
We could just also do that, yeah. We literally work in a profession where we design and create and fabricate all day, every day. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I built the whole infrastructure. How about you build some of this?
I built? What do you mean?
What have you done?
That wall good, very stable. Don't hit it. Yeah, that's fine.
No, Colby built the whole studio. It looks great, but it does lack a little bit of personality.
Yeah, definitely not very personable. I miss our plant.
We had a plant.
We had a plant right here.
Oh, we had like a fern or something.
Yeah,
right? What happened to it? Cat pee in it? Oh, Mari stole it. Does she even stream anymore?
Occasionally. Yeah.
When's the last time she streamed?
I think Monday.
Like this week, Monday?
Yeah.
All right, that's acceptable.
Yeah, right. The whole house wasn't here. I built it.
Yeah, he did.
Back in the 40s.
He's great. I know you said 20 minutes, and that was like 40 minutes ago. What time do you need to end?
Oh, I don't know. She needs to be in bed like in 20 minutes. So.
Okay. All right. So I'm ruining sex time. Is what I'm hearing. It's 8 o'clock. No more sex. Just sleep.
Yep.
Sorry, bro.
You're fucking it up.
And I'll stick around. I'll bang you. I need to show you one more thing.
All right.
Okay. So this is real. You're going to look at this and you're going to be like, this is not real. And I'm telling you, son, this is real.
All right.
So you know how like our AA, AAA baseball team here, the Wind Surge, every Thursday they change their name to the Turbo Tubs, and they play as a different team. They're the same team, but they use different branding.
Didn't know that.
Well, they do that. Apparently, that's a thing that all minor league baseball teams do. They change their name. So the Orioles,
really
Orioles AA team, the Chesapeake Bay Sox, okay, they have become the Chesapeake Oyster Catchers. The same way that the Wind Surge become the Turbo Tubs every Thursday, they're going to be the Oyster Catchers occasionally. This is real. This is their new logo.
X is down.
It's going to load. It's gonna.
I think X is down.
It's got to load. I need this, God. If you're real, deliver me this zeet.
No, Anonymous is fucking them up. And
Come on, Anonymous! Think of the collateral damage. Elon Musk doesn't care. He's rich already.
Just click refresh once, see what happens.
All they're doing is hurting us.
Yeah. Nope, we ain't gonna load. Oh no.
Hold on,
what are we gonna do? It's almost like there's a site.
Might be able to Google it.
Yeah. I can just Google it.
Chesapeake Oyster Catchers.
Can't believe you use X.
I hit the wrong button. This is their logo.
I feel like this breaks TOS. My God.
That's real. That's a real logo right there.
Why is the ball blurry?
Because it's flying and it's being caught in their hand.
Everything else is so sharp, and yet the ball is blurry. That's a vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is, not only is that a vagina, that is, well, it's actually everything but the vagina. Technically, it's like a little down.
Yeah, well, you can't see the hole, but you can see the clip pretty good.
Yeah, that's a thing that exists in real life. You can buy merch with that on it.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't love that.
I don't. It's rough, man.
I really am perturbed by that. Confounded.
Like, how did no
Perplexed.
Like, there's definitely
they know what they're doing.
So
that they were like, make it a vagina.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Colby designed a logo for a colleague of mine. His name was Brandon Painter, and he made a logo that was a B and a P. And when you put a B and a P next to each other, the B looks like a balls and the P looks like a penis. And he made a dick logo for Brandon Painter.
Well, yeah, I took a normal-looking B, and then you know how P is the top of the B with a line? I just took away the line, moved the rest of the P into the B to where it did look like two balls, little tiny dick.
Yeah. So Colby didn't mean to make
Did not do that on purpose, and then I saw it in a different light one day and was like, this kind of looks like a dick.
And then he just gave it to him anyway.
Yeah, and then he used it.
And he used it for, I assume, years.
It was years, yeah.
So there is a man who designed that. Didn't know what he was doing when he made it.
No, he definitely
But
did.
there is a Colby or a Seth in that office.
No, 1,000%. They were like, this looks like a vagina.
You think they told?
I think that's the whole point.
The Twitter, the Zeet, I would pull it up, but
They're
I can't.
catching clams. Like, that's just another word for vagina.
Catching clams.
Yeah, how's your clam doing? Is it clammy?
It's true. You teabag or you clam slam.
Yep.
That is true in video games. That's a thing.
Yeah, no, that was purposeful. They knew to make that to look like a vagina.
Well, they
The
claimed-
thing I'm mad about is the fuzzy ball. What the fuck?
You just hate it from a design perspective?
For?
Agreed. How are you going to embroider that?
You're not gonna.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. Show it again. There you go. That's it.
I hate that there's one gradient. No, two gradients.
Yeah, it's just.
Hate that.
Yeah.
They were like, I'm gonna really detail this clam out, and they worked on the inside bit, and they were like, this is taking too long, and then they just fucking phoned in the rest.
A lot of people making jokes about how they won't be able to catch the ball because they won't be able to find it.
Hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, like,
It looks like an ear, too. It could definitely be just a cut-off ear.
It's really not good.
I love the world and people who choose to do really good design. It's great.
Yeah.
I would love to take inspiration from this guy. I'm going to make a clam shirt for us.
I would love that. Put it on a shirt. I'd wear it around.
I'm not going to do that.
I'd wear it to dog trivia.
Definitely not
going to
do
be like,
that.
guys don't like the Chesapeake Bay oyster catchers or whatever their name is? It's legitimate. That's a real thing.
That's wild.
There are going to be grown-ass men paid thousands of dollars to wear that jersey and catch balls.
Yeah, but fair enough. Like, wind surge is a fart joke, and then, like, there are plenty of other sexual innuendos in that league.
The Turbo Tubs logo is literally a bathtub with, like, jets coming off of it, like they're flying around in a tub.
Yeah. See, that one's not dirty. That's just
no, it's not dirty. Well, and they say they didn't mean that one to be dirty. In fact, when they got called out, they're like, oh, we're going to give all this money to women's charity. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah. But, you know, they're going to sell a lot of that merch. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
I hate that.
All right, show is over, chat. Let me set up our music here so we can get the heck out of here.
I can't not see your bent iPad every time. You ever tried to rebend it?
I'm going to change this. I've got another iPad that I'm going to bring in that uses an audio cable so I can charge it and play audio at the same time.
Smart.
But it's like twice this size. It's huge.
Jesus.
But I have to set it up, and I didn't have time this week, so that'll be for next week. So this is the last time you're going to see my bent iPad.
That's good.
It's just going to rest on my piano where it teaches me how to play piano, and that's it. That's all it's going to do. Okay? Guys, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Czar, you're not here, but thank you again for the raid. Everybody from Czar's stream, I appreciate you. And everybody who subbed today, followed today, gifted subs today, you're all my favorite people, okay? Oh, you hair checking? Hair checking? We did not get to today. We did not get to Pizza Hut introducing a new flavor of ranch and bringing back the Cheesy Bites pizza. We did not get to Apple announcing the WWDC for June 9th. We did not get to multiple publishers ready to delay their games to avoid GTA 6. We did not talk about how Napster found an owner that paid $200 million for the thing. We didn't get to a picture of a rare golden penguin. We did not get to the things I put in sports that I thought you would appreciate, like the greatest of all time wrestler from Newton, Kansas, who plays for the Oklahoma State Cowboys, who just wrestled the shit out of what is the Michael Jordan of wrestling and won the national championship. We didn't get to Joker's turnaround no-look spinning pass, and we didn't get to Steph Curry making a goal from the tunnel on the opposite side of the arena. Honestly, pretty good.
Do people use Napster?
I guess. $200 million, a lot of money, man. Yeah. We also did not, really, we got to pretty much everything. I did not talk about Metroid Prime 4. I wanted to talk about Metroid Prime 4, but we didn't have enough time, so.
Well,
it is what it is.
It's too exclusive, isn't it?
No. No. But, you know, maybe I'll talk about it next week if I remember. But
all right, y'all.
No. Y'all, thank you for being here. We appreciate you greatly. We will be back next Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We're starting an hour earlier than normal because of Mari's new adjusted sleep schedule. She goes to bed in 12 minutes. So, yeah, we'll be back next week. And follow me on X when it's back up, or Blue Sky, or Threads, or Instagram, or Snapchat. It's all Seth Can't Stop. That's the best way to find out all the things. Also, you can join the Discord at SethandColby.com/Discord. You can listen to every episode, watch every episode dating back to 2008 at SethandColby.com. You can also subscribe, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, and watch the videos.
Too many things,
at
man.
YouTube.com.
Stop listing stuff. Nobody's going to do any of that.
I need everyone. I just need, we're wherever, I'm desperate. We're wherever people want to be.
That's too many things. You ever heard of the problem with choice?
Go to SethandColby.com.
People don't pick shit.
Go to SethandColby.com for all of our episodes, everywhere to listen and watch us, and to buy merch. Is that better?
Yeah.
And all the links to our social media. And go to Amazon.com/ or go to SethandColby.com/Amazon and use Amazon
and
to get us money.
buy the game.
Yeah, and buy Medieval Heckle.
Heckle!
Use Can't Stop.
Heckle!
All right, we love you. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
I hit the wrong button. I meant this one.
Ah!